And we are back. Thank you for joining us on the RAWBall channel today for Championship Sunday. Game 1 is in the books. The Chiefs have advanced by a score of 17-10. They are going to the Super Bowl. Maddie's going to be eating a hockey puck. And our good friend Statboy Mike is here to do play-by-play for us for the Lions and 49ers. We also are joined by Davey. We have a near comatose Devin, who just ate his 4th extremely loaded chili dog.
Oh my God, dude. You are going to die.
Maddie's about to have his 4th.
Okay, I will admit my record with chili dogs, and they have to come from Wiener Schnitzel. It's a California thing. My record is 6.
I've heard of it.
I've had 6 of them in one, and I did not die. So
12?
Normally I'm 3 to 4 on a given day.
If we're counting records as to who eats what, and my brothers can attest to this, I used to put away a lot of food growing up. I don't do as much since I'm older. You know, I had the metabolism of a bodybuilder. I could eat and eat and eat as we get the live shot from Levi's Stadium in California on a semi-cloudy day. It looks nice out there. As they put the sea over the Carnival Cruise Line CGI there, saying it's your key to paradise. Just so you know, friends, my feed is what I am calling it off. If you're ahead of me, if you're behind me, I'm sorry. It's the way I'm seeing it. This is how I'm going to be doing play-by-plays. So don't say you're ahead of me, stat boy. I'm ahead of you. I'm behind. I can't do anything about it. Hit the pause button and then try to catch up if you can. And we go to our commercial, FanDuel's The Kick of Destiny with Gronk. What a joke. What a joke with this Kick of Destiny thing.
I made money off of it last year, at least.
How much?
Like $25.
Okay.
The Kick of Destiny.
Maddie, let me ask you, is there money to be made in online sports gambling with FanDuel?
Oh, you're damn right there is.
He just doesn't make any of it.
Shut up, Cap.
You had, 18 straight weeks of all parlays failing during...
Yeah, but I also had one 3-leg parlay cash me out 210 this year.
Okay, he does have a bit of a point there.
It all depends on how good you are with knowing who you're picking on. There's definitely money to be made in sports betting. Okay,
well, I'm still considering it. I got to weigh the pros and cons and everything, you know. That's all I got to do on that. You know, I'm a horrible gambler when it comes to like craps and slot machines. I'm semi-decent on the poker table, but I have never gone into the sports betting world. So
neither have I.
But you seem to know your sports, Mike. You might be able to make some money off of this.
Hey, never say never, brother. Never say never.
Come on, Detroit.
Maddie's had a bad afternoon so far.
Indeed. As we are 5 minutes and 23 seconds away from kickoff, as we honor America from Latin Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter. Who is this guy? Oh, Luis Fonsi, the Despacito guy, as he honors America.
Well, they've got a flag in the shape of the country.
Ever.
That would also be kind of a cool thing, Davey, that you were mentioning. Montreal gets a team again, then that's 2 Canadian teams where you get to hear the Canadian national anthem before each contest.
Yep.
Something, oh Canada, something, stand on guard for thee, something, poutine.
Oh my God, Captain, you are ticking off a whole country.
Hey, my favorite show right now is Letterkenny, so that saves me a little bit.
Oh, Canada, my home and native land, true patriots love with all thy stars command. In glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North Star and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God save our land, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I think.
I like my version better.
If you've never seen the South Park movie, don't tick off the Canadians, okay?
No. The Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions.
Oh, my God. Let the record show that those are his opinions and not mine.
Hey, you buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your guy, buddy.
You see, what it's all about. Why are you laughing?
Which is, of
How
course,
close was I, Davey? You're Canadian. Was I close?
You got a passing grade on that one, very much so.
Thank you. That's all that matters.
And now they can they'll dip their hands in the Jello pudding, which is, of course, tradition.
I do like the Canadian national anthem. I do like hearing it at hockey games. As everyone knows in the multiverse of media, I've got the Greek flag on my wall. I wouldn't mind putting an American flag over that and a Canadian flag over that and another. I want a wall of flags in this room eventually. And we're just getting ready to sign a new lease coming up next month. So I want flag. I would put the Jamaican flag up here too.
Is
but
that
I don't
a prediction
smoke
for this game? You just want flags?
I just want flags. I want flags in my room. I want flags everywhere. U.S. flag has to go on top due to laws. And next week, we open the chapter of NASCAR 2024 at the Clash at the Coliseum. Cannot wait for that. It's not just making a left turn, folks. It's not just making a left turn.
There is far more to auto racing than people think.
Oh, yeah. It's the drafting. It's the pit stops. It's the mathematics. It's hoping you don't crash. Because let's face it, how many people go to a NASCAR race and a crash breaks out?
It's one of those sports where the rubber truly meets the road.
Oh, yes. I've only been to Bristol once, and I made the biggest mistake not to – I tried to wear earplugs before I got the noise-canceling headphones. I had the worst case of tinnitus ever. I could not hear for like 24 hours. It was scary. I couldn't hear a thing. I had the ringing in my ears the whole time. And it was a clean race. Every yellow flag was due to equipment failure, tires being blown out. There was hardly any contact at all, but I had a great time, and we want to go back
like
to
Archer every time he fires his gun indoors.
Now, why would he do that?
Why would Archer do anything? He's just the world's greatest spy.
Oh, gotcha. I'm not really into the spy scene. I do like games with stealth, though. Splinter Cell was my first game with that. I loved
the TV show Archer.
I love sneaking up on him, pushing the button, and then Assassin's Creed. We are Fox Sports. Game sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. Get your taxes done for free as long as you qualify for it. I don't. Not this year. As long as you have a basic, simple W-2 with no extra other deductions, you can file your taxes for free on Intuit. This game is the NFL, and there again is Levi's Stadium for the NFC Championship in Santa Clara, California, on a slightly overcast afternoon. As the Detroit
Every time I
Lions.
think of Levi's Stadium, I think about the last WrestleMania that they did there, where Sting just got hosed. But we did have the greatest Money in the Bank cash-in ever. So, potato, tomato. All right, stop talking and get to the freaking fracking game.
We got to get everything squared away. As we get a couple of sideline. Aaron Andrews, one of the best Fox Sports analysts and reporting sidelines, talking about Kyle Shanahan saying he's not going to go over the top. The team knows what it's all about. They know what it's like to lose. They respect the fact that Detroit's coming in, talking about who they are and how they're playing. but they're always like this. And honestly, the Lions haven't played anyone like us. End quote.
Come on, Detroit.
They did play the Ravens and got absolutely steamrolled.
And it looks like the Lions are going to get the ball to start it off. The 49ers won the toss, and they have deferred. Here comes the opening kick, and we are underway in San Francisco. And the ball goes all the way back into the end zone for a touchback. Both teams. Jared Goff with a 74.3 completion percentage, averaging 282 yards a game and 3 touchdowns in the postseason. The Lions come out of their huddle. Center comes up to the ball. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Pass or run? How do you start off this game?
If I'm the Lions, I'm going to
Start
do
with a
everything I
slow
can
pitch
keep
to
this game on
Montgomery.
the ground.
And he runs out of bounds for about 5 yards. It is now 2nd down.
Keep this thing on the ground. Keep a lead because we know Brock Purdy does not play well from behind.
No, he does not.
Get out to a
2nd and 6.
to a lead early. I was saying get out to a lead early.
2nd and 6 from the 25-yard line. Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Montgomery again, up the middle, 1st down and then some. 15 big yards for David Montgomery. If you've got him on your parlays, he's already at 19 yards.
I do have him on my little betting slip.
And what is the bet?
Before making All-Pro as a rookie is insane.
Montgomery to go over 43 yards.
There you go. That's
well
an
on his
easy
way.
one. All
Is
right.
that David Montgomery or former British General Montgomery?
Very good. Goff with a fake handoff, a short pass, and he completes for his first completion and another 1st down. Sam Laporta pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line for 14 yards, tackled by Thomas. Lions already showing their dominance.
Yeah,
Right.
we are definitely ahead of you, Stat Boy, but we will say nothing.
Very good, very good. Not a problem,
Mum.
not a problem. It's A-okay.
Mum is the word.
There you go.
Mum's the word.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Goff waits for the snap, takes it, hands it off. We have a runner. We get another 1st down, and then some. He's still going. He is in, and yes! Detroit scores! Williams with a 42-yard run. Jamison Williams with the opening touchdown, and we have a 6-0 lead, and it only took 1 minute and 42 seconds to get on the board. Detroit will not go away that easily.
Holy shit.
You realize if the Lions make the Super Bowl, then the very first game we saw this season is going to be the very last game we'll see this season?
How about that? Lions setting up for the extra point. Routine play. Jamison Williams. Kick is up, and it is good. Lions have the lead 7-0 with 13-18 left to go in the first quarter as we go to commercial. Detroit starting off like a bullet. They've come to play. They have come to play.
Yes.
As we get a commercial.
So what cut are you thinking, Maddie? New York strip, T-bone, ribeye?
Dollar store.
Oh no!
Go with the
You have to at
go with
least
the
start out
sirloin.
with a decent piece of meat before you ruin it.
Go with the sirloin, brother. You don't want that. You don't want that bone in there. You want as much meat on that steak as possible.
Well, by the time this steak cooks, it's going to be shrunk down and hardened into essentially a rock.
Wow, they made a Kung Fu Panda 4. Unbelievable. That franchise is something.
Yeah, they're doing that on the last game with the Ravens Chiefs. I saw a commercial for a Despicable Me 4 or 5.
Jack Black Has a Job in Kung Fu Panda 4 is coming out March 8th. That's the day I go back to work. Why does everything have to come back to work on March 8th? Can't I have one day off?
It always comes back.
A stat boy's work is never done.
Like death, taxes, and herpes. You can't get rid of any of them.
Oh! Don't kill the stat boy. Don't kill the stat boy. Don't kill the stat boy.
Well, hey, the Super Bowl is going to be hosted in Vegas, and I'm guessing out of the 53 guys on both teams, that's 106 guys. At least one of them isn't leaving Vegas without some sort of social crotchal disturbance.
Oh, is that what we're calling it? Okay, got it.
Yeah, an SCD, social crotchal disturbance.
Las Vegas, where you can dress up like a baby, a hooker, and all in the same day.
And get paid to do it.
You get paid to do it, yeah. Absolutely.
And not look out of place.
And 6 hours later, get married.
By Elvis.
Oh, yeah. I find it amazing that the the Cook County office is open. 4 plays, 75 yards, 1 minute, 42 seconds for the Lions on that scoring drive as we come back to the game. Williams on the sideline getting praise from his teammates, and he's right behind the coach right there. And now the San Francisco 49ers and the third biggest big thing in Brock Purdy, as we've been making fun of his name all season, as the drone flies in for the kickoff, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10, Niners starting on their own 25.
Thank you, baby. First and 10 coming up as we get another replay on that amazing running play showing that the Lions just do not want to play around. They want to go right from the start. This is only their second NFC championship game in history. And if they do make it, it would be their, I believe, their first Super Bowl. I don't believe that the Lions... or first Super Bowl in a while, actually. I didn't get a good number on the stat. All right, Brock Purdy is in the game. He's waiting for the snap, and here it comes. And he hands off to CMC McCaffrey, who gets not very much. One little bitty yard. No, going nowhere. That's not a good way to start it off. Brock Purdy is 20-5, with including the postseason as starting quarterback for the 49ers. The same number of losses that Brock Lesnar had in his NCAA wrestling career, 5. All right, next snap coming up. 44 in motion. Brock with the ball. Looks to his right, nowhere, goes to his left, and the ball gets tapped and incomplete. Not a good way to start. It's now 3rd and 9 with 12:39 left to go in the quarter and this drive. We do not want San Francisco to start with a 3 and out. To have both number 1 teams lose early would not be a smart thing. All right. 49ers line up on the line on the 26-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Snap is up. Purdy with the ball. Throws to his left. Brandon Ayuk with the first down and out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 11 yards. Good pass. Good play. Good hands. Brandon Ayuk. All right. That was a good play. Both feet down. All right. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. What will Purdy do? Let's find out. He's waiting. He takes the snap. He's looking, throws. He's going for it. He's got a man, and it's incomplete. And that was going to go to Brandon Ayuk again. Man-to-man coverage with Sutton on his tail. Incomplete. Ball did not. It hit him right in the shoulder. Sutton was on his way down. Not close to an interception. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up with exactly 12 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Considering we saw Joe Montana on the sidelines in pregame, if Purdy starts to play well, they can just, put Montana in Purdy's uniform. No one will be any the wiser, and Joe can get his fifth ring.
Good play. Deebo Samuel with the completion, 15 yards, getting the first down. We're now at the 48-yard line. Purdy to Samuel for a first down.
And we got some breaking news coming out of Cleveland. The Browns are hiring Ken Dorsey as their new offensive coordinator.
So the same guy that the Bills fired for ineptitude, the Browns are hiring. Yep, makes sense.
It is the Browns. So,
thank you, Brother Mansfield. Well done, brother. Good job. 1st and 10. Clock hits 0, but the play gets off. A pitch back to CMC. McCaffrey, and only gets 2 yards as he is not out of bounds, and the clock will run down. McCaffrey, what a season he's had. Very good with the CMC, as Zach would say. Brother Zach in New Orleans.
Now that the Ravens are eliminated, what do you think that does for Lamar's MVP?
Hey, I've seen scenarios where a strong quarterback that loses can still be the MVP. So it's up in the air at this point, though. I mean, I would have preferred for him to win. Patrick's already got that as we get a pitch and a few more yards. That was McCaffrey again, 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down coming up. You want the MVP to win just to, make it worthwhile. It's happened in hockey many times, especially for the Stanley Cup playoffs. The losing captain sometimes gets named the MVP as well. So it's not totally out of play as we have a Lion down on the field. It's Barnes at 10:23 as we go to commercial on a medical timeout. The MVP, it can be whoever they decide, really. Lamar Jackson had a great season. You can't deny it. They were the number 1 seed. They played great, but unfortunately, Mahomes played better, and he proved that in the game. So the votes could go to him again. But honestly, Mahomes doesn't need it. I'm sorry. If he wins that's fine, but he doesn't need it.
The MVP would be based on regular season, though, would it not? Same as hockey for the Hart Trophy or Major League Baseball. The playoffs don't come into are not taken into account, is my understanding.
Agreed.
That's the way it should be, but I mean, voters have short memories. They're more likely to remember a bad
the votes
loss.
were already if the votes were done prior to playoffs starting, right, then playoffs don't come into effect. You would have playoff MVP, which would be someone in the finals. To get to the point on the NHL there, Ron Hextall won the Conn Smythe and the Flyers lost when they were playing the Oilers.
RG3.
Yeah. Those things are rare, though. Rarely does someone from a losing team win those awards, like in either the World Series or Stanley Cup Finals or any one of them, Super Bowl.
Still on commercial as we wait for the player to be taken care of off the field.
Brandon Perna, 38 minutes ago. May the football gods cleanse my soul with an amazing Lions 49ers game. That's all I ask.
Amen.
Is there like a subscription with the NFL where you can pay to see what actually goes on inside the blue tent? Is that like VIP at a strip club or something?
Probably
similar
not.
to Big Brother After Dark. Yeah.
Probably not. I would not pay for that. No way.
Just get a little camera up in the corner. Done. People would.
All right, we are back. 3rd and 3 coming up from the 43-yard line after the medical timeout. Purdy with the ball, hands it off again, and we get a first down. First down, 49ers.
McCaffrey moving the ball.
McCaffrey
7-yard
again.
gain on that one. He's up for
McCaffrey again.
15 yards on 4 rushes.
Any parlays on that there, Davey?
McCaffrey to go over 84.
84. He's at 15 right now. 1st and 10 coming up from the Detroit 34-yard line. Purdy is 2 of 4 for 26 yards right now. Player in motion. With the snap. Pitch back to McCaffrey. Up to the line and gets swallowed up. Loss of a yard. Not good on that play. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and maybe 11. If not, he did not get to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 11 on 35.
2nd and 11 by my count, but that's all right. Is it 2nd or is it 3rd? It's 2nd right now on my watch. So let's see what happens here coming up. Purdy waiting for the snap. 2 guys in motion. Fakes to it. Oh, and it's batted down. Batted down in midair, makes it 3rd down. And unfortunately, Purdy could not catch his own pass like it happened in the Baltimore game. Very clever play. I did not think that even play was legal. Hutchinson gets his hands on the ball on the replay. That ball was still illegal. He technically could have caught it and kept going, but Hutchinson says no and swats it down. 3rd and 11 coming up at the Detroit 35-yard line. 8:43 left to go in the first quarter. Detroit leads 7-0. Purdy waiting for the snap. Gets it. Looks to the middle. Goes, fakes left again. Gets it to CMC up the middle and gets 5 yards. Making it 4th down. Now the decision on 4th and 6. Do they go for it? It is the championship game. All bets are off. 4th and 6, probably not. You might just want to play it safe, and you might just want to go for the field goal. Looks like we are going for it. Jake Moody in last week's divisional made only 2 field goals. 52 was his longest. This is a 48. Waiting for the snap. Snap is up. Here goes the kick. It's bending, and it's no good. Wide right. As the
My apologies to any Buffalo fan watching for the PTSD.
How close did he come? Not by much. 3 feet more to the right, and we would have had a score. Unfortunately, no score for the 49ers as we go to commercial with 7:54 left to go. Detroit leads 7-0.
So this could be huge, especially if Detroit marches down the field and puts another 7 points on the board.
Absolutely.
With the way Purdy plays when he's behind.
Absolutely.
Purdy will play well from behind.
Is Maddie asleep right there?
Whoa, I don't play defense.
Maddie taking a nap?
I'm going out undefeated and untied. Well, they're so chock full of chili dogs right now that there may be some damage to the ozone before this evening.
How much beans did you put in those chili dogs?
No beans, but a fair amount of meat, rotel, garlic, onion. I mean, I'm sitting right here at ground zero, folks. I mean, and my hazmat suit is at the cleaners.
I was going to say, you got a hazmat suit and a gas mask.
By the time this game is over, my living room will be named a level 5 biohazard by the Center for Disease Control. They'll put up Breaking Bad tents around my home.
Be careful when having a cigarette around Patty Laws after having 4 chili dogs.
Did y'all see Oppenheimer? Something like that.
You have changed the world. Kaboom!
I've become death.
Destroy our worlds.
Well, we did have a no, better not. That's too soon. I can't talk about that. We
As
I'll
George
just say-
Carlin would say, a fart that can peel the paint off walls. A fart that could end a marriage.
I think Ron White said it too.
The Hikaru Shida is sporting a new look.
Oh,
Ushida is sporting a
Hikaru
new look.
Shida. She's blonde.
All right.
Very
we are back.
Natsupoi vibes for those familiar with her.
7:54 from the Detroit 38-yard line as Goff fakes a handoff. He's looking. He hits Laporta. 6 yards, excuse me. 2nd and 4 coming up. As the clock runs down.
I told you, cease your bullshit.
Goff is only 2 of 2 for 20 yards right now, so it's still early. We'll see. We expect a 200.
Cease and desist with the bovine fecal matter.
Goff with a handoff. Running to his left. 1st down, Detroit. As Gibbs gets 7 more yards.
Detroit is doing exactly what they need to do. They are running it right at San Francisco.
Indeed. Jamar Gibbs, 114 total yards in last week's divisional playoff game against Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 coming up from a short pass. And he is out of bounds.
And Goff in
Gibbs.
his last 6 games has not thrown for under 207.
Bless you.
So he's been putting up a lot of yardage.
All right, 2nd and 6 coming up from the 45-yard line. As Gibbs ran out of bounds for a 4-yard pass on the last play.
Easy, kid. Pain is just weakness leaving the body.
There you go. A little bit over 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter as we wait for the snap. Play clock down to 3, 2, gets the play off, fakes a handoff. Goff going left. We have a catch. We have a 1st down. Well done. Montgomery for 14 yards.
Well done.
1st and 10 with just under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. As we get the replay, fakes it off left. Montgomery almost wide open, not quite. Oh yeah, he was wide. He was open. He had one defender who comes in. 1st and 10 coming up from the 31-yard line. Jared Goff, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception so far last week, I believe, and that pass is incomplete.
You think whenever Dan Campbell wants to go out for a steak, he just finds some rancher's property and walks over the fence with a fork and knife?
Ugh, me want steak. Yes.
That man looks like he could probably tackle the cow and then carve himself out a steak.
2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line coming up. Goff is 4 of 5 with 38 yards and passing. Waiting for the snap, gets it, hands it off, and only 1 yard. 1 yard from Gibbs.
And in the Kansas City-Baltimore game, we had a couple records set. Travis Kelce broke Jerry Rice's career playoff catch record, and he also tied Jerry Rice's playoff record with most games with 100-plus receiving yards. Huge day for Travis.
Well done.
I don't know what Tate did for him last night, but it must have been something.
I'll talk about that at the next commercial break. 3rd and 9 coming up from the 30-yard line. We have a pass. We have a runner. We have a 1st down. Who is it? It's Amon-Ra St. Brown for 17 yards. The Lions are knocking on the 13-yard line as we get another first down.
Knock, knock, knocking on Niners' door.
There you go. And the 49ers coach is like, no, why? We have to do better than that. 1st and 10 with about 4 minutes left to go on the 17-yard line. Goff with the pass. He's got 3 guys open on his left. Go to your left, Goff. Nope, he goes up the middle and incomplete. Incomplete pass, bringing up the 2nd down. Just a little bit under 4 minutes left to go. We're at 3:59. As the San Francisco, as Steve Welks telling his defense what to do, covering his mouth with his playbook. 2nd and 10 coming up. This will be the 9th play of the drive. Waiting for the snap out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs going to his right. And did he cross the 1st down marker? Yes, he does.
Yes.
1st down, Jamar Gibbs. Well
Yes.
done. We are 1st and goal for the Lions. Can they get this all-important 2nd touchdown before the end of the quarter? As he does get the 1st down just by much. 1st and goal coming up as Gibbs gets in there. Here we go. We line up. We're at the 7-yard line. 7 first downs for the Lions, only 3 for the 49ers. Play clock at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He gets the play off. Hands to Montgomery. Up the middle. And he is short. 6 yards. We are at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. As the clock runs down to 3 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. As the captain then is just groaning left and right.
Well, Maddie's grunting. I can't tell if it's from.
Goff with a handoff, and he is. Is he in? Yes, he is in. David Montgomery with a rushing touchdown as he flexes for the camera. Detroit is up 13-0.
This is exactly how the Lions needed it to start and exactly how the 49ers did not want it to start.
I need 30 points by Detroit by halftime.
Wow. A very bold prediction.
This is why he doesn't like
I rather listen to this more than Blinding Lights because I overplayed that song.
Or Goodell could have maybe changed up the booking at the last minute and decided, no, I'm going to give the Chiefs this Super Bowl on a platter. I'm going to make them face the Lions again.
Extra point is good. Lions up 14-0 with 2.5 minutes left to go. As the fans in Ford Field, who each paid $20 just to go into the stadium to watch this game. It's the biggest watch-along party you could think of in Ford Field. Show their appreciation. $20 a seat to go to Ford Field.
That was Ford Field? I thought that was Detroit's Central Correctional Facility.
No, they might not get to watch the game. They might not get to watch the game. So you say last night Tay took care of Travis, huh?
I'm guessing she must have broke out something he hadn't seen before.
The old Kansas City Gluck truck.
Yeah.
Well, if he did, he's one of the luckiest people in the world to get the most extreme privacy, whatever you want to call it, with a celebrity, okay? Let's just leave it at that. And who's going to be the guy? My money's on Howard Stern, okay? You know what kind of interviews he does. If by some miracle Travis gets booked on his show, you know the questions are going to come out.
Oh, yes.
And Travis being a guy, because let's face it, as Tim Allen once said, men are pigs. You
And
know,
Travis does have testicles.
exactly. Anatomically speaking, he is a guy. You know,
Yes, there is a
would
Y
he
chromosome.
Would he value the sanctity of a relationship, or would he play the guy card and he's like, "Yeah, I did that."
That depends on what Howard may be putting in the water these days.
I mean, I used to listen to Howard a lot, you know, and then the satellite thing came out, and once the satellite thing came out, oh boy, he had a golden ticket to say whatever he wanted. I mean, he could say whatever he wanted anyway, but he would censor it. But now with satellite radio, you can, you know,
Oh, he can
the sky's the limit.
do as he wishes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know,
Okay, let me get back to the
the
meeting.
naked porn stars every chance you get, you know. Live sex right there in the studio. That'll get them up. Hey, why not? The Whopper was invented in 1957, which was the last time Detroit made it to a championship game. That's how old Whoppers are. 1957. 11 plays, 62 yards, 5 minutes and 20 seconds. David Montgomery with a 1-yard run as we get ready for the kickoff again with 2:34 in the first quarter. The kick is up. It's going back into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
The XP rate is actually
Touchback rules need to be changed too.
good.
That's what I think, you know.
Really like this mode that this is like your chill XP.
Devin did just get fucked over on a touchback earlier today, so he'd probably be inclined to agree with you.
Indeed.
And I thought you had to play the game.
All right. Brock Purdy getting his team ready. 86 rushing yards for the Lions, only 14 for the 49ers. They got to get something going here, or the second half, or the first half is going to be just Detroit. A double handoff into a small pass up the sideline and out of bounds just before the first down marker. Deebo Samuel 6 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4 with just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Deebo Samuel this season, 225 rushing yards, 892 receiving yards. That's all season. Brock fakes a handoff, backing back. He's got a guy. He throws into Jaziski.
Juszczyk.
Excuse me. I messed that name up. First time I
23-yard gain on that one.
Thank you.
Puts
First down.
Purdy up
Much needed.
to 5 of 8 for 60 yards.
Thank you very much. I needed that. And I apologize for messing up your name there. New guy.
I think everybody does.
I don't know a single person that gets Juszczyk's name right correct for the first time.
Handoff to McCaffrey. And he gets pushed back. So he'll get some yardage thanks to forward progress. 4 yards. It's now 2nd and 6. With 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. That small little pass might have lit a fire. As the clock runs down, minute to go, they should be able to get at least 2 more plays. They're on the Detroit 42, so 2 big plays right now. Purdy 5 of 8, 60 yards. Yes, correct. McCaffrey has 6 rushes and 18 yards right now.
I swear the print on those play sheets is so small you'd need bifocal goggles to be able to read them.
McCaffrey up the middle for another 4 yards. Indeed, I mean, you don't want any possible way to get. I mean, with cameras zooming in and scandals and everything, you don't want to give up anything.
We'll start putting them on there in Braille soon.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, we had a bit of a skirmish here with Jennings. Jennings and 2 Lions getting a little close under the collar. It's just a skirmish. 3rd and 2 as the clock runs down. This will be the last play of the quarter, and they get the first down. They convert as the clock runs down. McCaffrey up the middle for 4 yards, and the quarter ends. Score after 1 quarter, 14-0 as we go to break.
The Niners must get their head out of their hindquarters and quickly.
I can't wait to hear Captain begin to pronounce some of the names in the National Hockey League.
Oh yeah, there's some that I look at the back of the jersey. I'm like, nope, not touching that one with a 10-foot pole.
Not happening. Number 14 for the Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, Patrick Roy.
Yeah,
Guy Herbert?
I just threw a random number out. Just some of the names. They're kind of
Those
long.
when I first started watching hockey, 1993 with the Ducks and all that, and Patrick Waugh and Guy Hebert were prominent in their respective teams. I did not know about Canadian pronunciations. I was like, wow, that's not that. It's Waugh, but it's spelled Roy. It's
What?
Hebert, but it's spelled Herbert.
Yeah.
It's schedule, but it's schedule. What's up with that? You know?
Yeah. And then when you get into all the the Russian players and the Finnish and Swedish, that's a whole other.
Oh yeah, you don't even want to go there. They spell Philip Philip. I'm like, that's not Philip, that's Philippe. Felipe with an apostrophe. What the hell?
I'd probably just pull a Harold Ballard and take the names off the back of the jersey so I can sell more programs.
I got a crash course in that back in the 70s when they used to do when the Russian teams and all them used to come over and play the NHL teams in the Super Series and such.
February 18th, Daytona 500, Clash at the Coliseum, the exhibition next week. Roman Josi of the Nashville Predators, Josi. Some people probably say Josie. It's like, no, it's Josi.
I would have said Jose.
The first time I learned about Anze Kopitar, I thought it was Anze Kopitar. No, it's Anze. It's like a J-Z-H-E. Anze Kopitar.
Well, one of the greatest players to lace up the skates, Jaromir Jagr.
Jagr.
I thought it was Jagger. All right, it's time to start the second quarter. 14-0. The ball is on the Detroit 33-yard line. Purdy with the ball, passes to his left. We have a completion, and we have a first down, and then we have a little bit more, and he's still going. He is still going, and he's down by his forward progress has stopped. 28 big yards to CMC McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's like that little guy with the big ears that runs around playing the drum.
Wow. Does he have big ears?
Just keeps going and going.
Doom, 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 doom.
I believe that's a rabbit brain. Huh?
Walks like a rabbit, talks like a rabbit. First and goal coming up. This could be it for the 49ers. They need this score.
If you're from the South, if it fries like a rabbit and tastes like a rabbit.
I've never eaten a rabbit.
Yeah.
I might
tastes like chicken.
Like chicken.
Yeah.
Does I've had rabbit on numerous occasions.
I think I've had duck. I'm pretty certain I've had duck once or
Duck's
twice.
a little gamey for my taste, though. On a rare occasion, I do like duck wings. Done right, they can be pretty tasty, but duck overall a little gamey for me.
Indeed. Second and goal from the 2-yard line as they got 4 on the last play. Knock, knock, knocking on Detroit's door. Will they score? It's a handoff, and yes! San Francisco scores and gets on the board. And it's that guy's name. Oh, they gave it to CMC.
McCaffrey with the touchdown. Yep.
If you have him on your parlay list, that's one leg off, I think.
I believe I have McCaffrey on one of those.
There you go.
One leg off. What kind of a bookie are you into?
Hey, you never know. It's the playoffs. They got to make it a little bit more difficult.
Bookies, loan sharks, point shavers.
Oh, no point shavings. San Francisco with the extra point, and it is good. 14-7 with 13:49 left to go as we go to another commercial. Get those commercials in quick. Wait till the Super Bowl, where you're paying $500,000 for 30 seconds of airtime.
More like saying. I think it's the price is up to like $5 million now.
Woo! They better be good. I'll say that much.
If I'm spending $5 million for 30 seconds of time during the Super Bowl, you damn well bet it's not going to be advertising some kind of product. I'm just going to stand there for 30 seconds and say anything that comes into my mind. Yep, we need get to purchase Jim Cornette a 30-second Super Bowl ad and let him just go off on somebody.
He goes off on everybody. I mean,
did you listen to his podcast this week about the whole Vince, his take on the whole scene?
Not yet. I have not. The last podcast I heard was the Sonny situation with the 17 years in prison. So
it is side splitting funny, his reaction to
he is definitely one of the people in the IWF that has no vault, no filter. He will tell you straight like it is. And, he is full of piss and vinegar, It's that simple. It's that simple,
He was one of those guys, when you look back on it now, it's like, if we knew it was going to exist, like when this guy's career ends, he is going to have a career in podcasting.
Indeed. And I mean, it's still surprising to me that he still has the copy of the letter that Vince McMahon sent to the Warrior the night he fired him.
Yeah.
That is like his memorabilia room is amazing. If you ever get a chance to see it on television or in reality, it's like, how do you have that? It's a priceless room. He just
never threw anything away.
No. That's my problem. That was my problem in life. I refuse to throw things away. I refuse to throw away billing statements, tax forms, but you're not supposed to throw those away anyway.
We're supposed to give them for 5 years, I think.
5 years or so, yeah. And it's like pay stubs. I had a stack yay big of pay stubs from every job I worked. They're like, why do you have this? I'm like, I don't know. I'm a numbers guy. And this was way before I officially was Stat Boy. This was like, I like to know how much money I make and how much money I put out and how much money I don't get back from the government.
If you start going down that rabbit hole, you're just going to be sad.
Oh, indeed.
I don't know what's worse, realizing how much you give them or how atrociously they tend to spend it. You spent $500 on a fucking hammer you could have gotten for $2.99 at Walmart, you blithering fucking fools.
Kids, everything in this world has a value. You just got to figure out how much it is and find the best deals. When your dad and your mom are in front of the meat counter looking at prices, they are trying to save. They are trying to put you through college. As we are back with 13:49 in the second quarter, and Goff with the ball, 1st and 10 on the 25 after a touchback. Let's see what Goff does with this one. He hands off to Gibbs. Gibbs up the. Is that Gibbs or is that Brown? It's Montgomery. Montgomery with a good 20-yard run. Okay, 15, but who's counting? But yeah, kids, when mom and dad are in front of the butcher looking for that perfect cut of steak that they can get for 30 cents less, they're trying to put you through college.
You can get a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it.
I've heard that one many times. 1st and 10 with a back pitch, a double one, and Goff going deep, and unfortunately incomplete. They wanted to do the double cross where you pass it behind the line of scrimmage, backward lateral, and then throw it again. Unfortunately, St. Brown was not open. Clever play, pitch back, backwards lateral to Goff. Goff tries to find St. Brown down by the 30-yard line, and it didn't pan out. And coming up from just below the 40-yard line.
My nose.
Waits for the snap. Here it comes. Goff with the ball. Pass, and it is caught. No, it is incomplete. The ball comes loose as St. Brown cannot hold on to it. 3rd and 10 coming up with 13:01 left to go in the quarter. And this could give San Francisco a chance to tie it. He did have hands on it. Unfortunately, the ball got dropped. San Francisco letting everybody know that it's 3rd down, wanting St. Brown with 1 reception and 13 yards. 3rd down conversions only 1 for 1. Goff with the snap. Throwing up the middle with a completion and a 1st down. St. Brown with 11 yards as they hit midfield. That'll get them things going. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Come on, Amon-Ra.
There you go. Clock running down to about 12 minutes and 30 seconds left. We come out of the huddle. Waiting for the snap. Montgomery with the pitch. Gets right back to the line of scrimmage. Gibson with the tackle. Flipped him over his head, too. Ducked his head. Flipped him over. Second down coming up. Second and 10. Just over 12 minutes to go. 10 rushes and 10 plays or 10 pass plays for the Lions. Goff at about midfield, pretty close. He's 6 of 10 for 62 yards. Gets the snap and he's sacked. That is a sack. Bosa with a 5-yard loss brings up 3rd down. Bosa with his first sack of the night. Nick Bosa gets around one guy, grabs him, and throws him down. Didn't even get the pass off. It's all right, though. No need to panic. 3rd and 15. Get some yardage back. Waiting for the snap. With the snap. Goff back. Hits Laporta. He gets pretty close. He got 9 yards out of that. He's wobbly. He's wobbly. It's Greenlaw.
Oh, okay.
Greenlaw with the tackle. He gets up and wobbles. He's on the sideline, though. They're taking him right to the. He cannot stand right now. He is grimacing. He is wobbling. He cannot put any. They're checking him over, and the Lions are going for a field goal. I think they're checking in on him. It's not a concussion. It's probably a leg or a back. His helmet's off, but he cannot stand right now. And the Lions are going to punt on 4th and 6. As the clock runs down a little bit, waiting for the snap. There it is. Punt is up. It's a short punt. Fair catch at the 11-yard line. San Francisco takes over with 10-17 left to go in the second quarter as we go to another commercial break. Where'd Captain go?
Cap is putting stuff away in the kitchen.
Ah. How you doing, Davey? You having a good time?
Yeah. Still rooting for the Lions. I was just reading a post from Brandon Thurston, which was quite interesting.
Gotcha. All righty. Well, just remember, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at LBStatKid1977. Check me out on Stat Boys Sports Bar every Tuesday at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 3 o'clock Pacific Time. This week, we will be covering all the news from championship weekend, along with the Australian Open in tennis. There were a couple of golf tournaments. We might touch on the Royal Rumble, time permitting. Cannot make that promise. Usually when it comes to the sports bar, we handle the sports, and everybody else in the multiverse of media takes care of that with open mic night and our watch-alongs. We hope you did watch the Royal Rumble last night. If not, it is on demand. It's still on at Peacock. Remember, and PLEs will be staying on Peacock. Only Monday Night Raw is going to be moving to Netflix in January of 2025. As we get the Honda commercial.
Honda.
Going into Burger Kings.
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Oh, yeah.
How do you Whopper? No onions. That's it. Very rarely.
I'm a Burger King fan.
No?
Go-to fast food burger is either going to be Sonic or Wendy's.
Okay. Wendy's are too small for me. No matter how much you stack them, it's just too small. You know?
Well, those junior burgers, I could eat like 10 of those. They're awesome.
I can eat Wendy's and still be hungry afterwards. No amount of bacon makes it any bigger for me. So I guess I'm just getting the wrong burger, really. I don't know.
Bacon can only take you so far.
Indeed. All right, we are back from the game, 14-7. Niners with the ball on their own 12-yard line. Purdy with the snap. Looking. He's got time. He finds CMC for 5 yards. Bringing up 2nd and 5. Greenlaw looks like he is okay. He is back on the sideline. He just got a little roughed up. They're still working on him, but he's not being carted off or anything. 2nd and 6 from the 17-yard line. Purdy with this ball. And it was a quick handoff to Debo. Didn't even see it happen. Does he get the first down? Yes, he does with one last dive. Debo Samuel, number 19, getting 7 yards.
Hannah?
No, I
Still
expect
working on Greenlaw. Oh, they're taking off his chains. Dang. They must have really worked him good to take his chains off. Clock running down. 7 rushing yards and 21 receiving yards for Debo Samuel so far, if you have him in a parlay of any kind. Brock Purdy is 7 of 10 for 93 yards. 1st and 10 from about the 24-yard line.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson is serving as the Grand Marshal for the Daytona 500.
All right. Way to go, Rock.
Busy boy.
Gets on the board of directors for TKO, Grand Marshals, the Daytona 500. Next thing you know, he'll be reviving the Jerry Lewis muscular dystrophy telethon.
Oh, come on. I used to love that telethon.
I did too. It was the only telethon I would watch. But think about it. If you did that again, but you put Dwayne in that, I mean, who is not going to send Dwayne money to give to needy children?
Indeed. Purdy back to pass.
I mean, people give Tyler Perry money, and he's a no-talent ass clown. Of course they're going to give Rock money.
Incomplete pass that brings up 3rd down. I hated the fact the very first year that Jerry Lewis was out of the NDA telethon, the people that were running it they were thanking Jerry as if he had died. I'm like, this is so disrespectful. And at that point, the money, the tote board went down greatly after that. And then they finally decided to get rid of it altogether. 3rd and 10, Purdy back to pass. And he gets the pass away, but he is picked off. And Detroit coming up big with an interception. semi-late, halfway through the second quarter. Rodriguez, what? There's a flag on the play. What's the call? This interception might be nullified. Let's see what the call is. The referees are talking it over.
A what?
We're having a meeting. Anytime now, ref.
I believe the penalty is going to be on the after the interception took place.
Let's find out.
Oh, yeah.
Illegal blindside block, 15 yards after the play. Gives the ball to the Lions.
So they start on their own on the San Francisco 46. That's excellent field position and up 7.
Got a hand on it. Pascal got a hand on the throwing arm. There's the block on the replay. And Detroit takes over midway through the second quarter. 8:37 left to go.
And to re-answer Matthew's question earlier on, you pick both quarterbacks for an interception?
Yeah.
One down.
Sure, why not? Hey, if it pays, it pays. On the next play, Gibbs got tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 5. That's going to bring up second and 15.
Oh, the Maggie.
Kind of grabbed the ball a little bit, but that's all right. Next play. Let's see what Goff does. It's with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter. He's back. Makes a pass. It's complete, and it's a first down. Laporta gets 16 yards, so that penalty is now negated. First down, Detroit, as they go to make it a 2-scoring game.
So with the two-headed monster in the backfield for Detroit, with
Yes.
Montgomery and Gibbs, does that somewhat nullify McCaffrey?
To a degree. I mean, McCaffrey is an incredible player, but Detroit has just ran all over San Francisco.
Laporta with
Montgomery got
16
6 rushes for 40. Gibbs 5 rushes for 16. That's 56 in total. McCaffrey
Gibbs
got
up-
9 attempts for 29.
Gibbs up the middle for about 3 yards, bringing up second down with 7 minutes left to go. Laporta has the most catches by a rookie so far, so that's another record for him. Rookie of the year, possibly, for Sam Laporta. I would love to see that happen.
I think it's him, Stroud, unfortunately.
It's him, Puka, or Stroud.
But that's
Goff,
an amazing rookie class. Like they're top tier guys.
We have a catch, and we have 17 yards as Amon-Ra St. Brown brings up to another first down. We're at the San Francisco 15.
And
Nice catch, nice hands.
And that brings St. Brown 3 receptions for 41 yards on the day.
Thank you, sir. Well done. First and 10 coming up. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Debo getting a little bit of work done on his shoulder. Goff with the pass. Backs it up to Gibbs. Gets by one blocker, gets through the pass, and we have a Detroit touchdown.
15
Jamar
yards for Gibbs.
That's 3
Gibbs.
rushing touchdowns on the day for Detroit.
Hats off to you, brother.
Yep. Williams,
makes it-
Montgomery, and Gibbs. So that's huge out of the backfield. And this is a huge hole for the 49ers.
And one of
Brock
those
Purdy is not a very good digger.
And Goff is 9 of 13.
he's going to
for
dig you straight
104.
down.
Well, I mean, he can't stop the scores, but he can sure keep his team from answering them.
Kick is up, Extra point is good. A 2-touchdown lead for the Lions, 21-7 with 5:54 left to go. Bless you. Well done.
Thank you.
As we go to another commercial break. 28 points so far in the game. If you play the point, guess how many points? 27 points scored in the previous game for right now a total of 55 points overall. Indeed. All righty. As we are on commercial break, they're digging the hole. Showing their dominance.
I would say you want to go to the gas station at the McDonald's. They actually have my brand.
Oh, okay.
As Matty Laws goes on a cigarette run.
I am going to cigarette run.
Well, send me a couple of quarter pounders while you're out there. Just Uber eat them out to me. I'll send you my address.
Snag 2 packs.
Okay.
Oh.
See the world today in a Chevrolet as we go to it. And God, Patrick Mahomes has got his commercials and everything. He's got State Farm. He's got T-Mobile. God, man, make that money. But I mean, is the NFL not paying you enough?
I believe he's also going to night school to become a urologist.
Ew.
He wants to have a backup plan, should this whole football thing not work out.
Hilaire, the running back for the Chiefs, going into nursing. He wants to be like his mom after he's done with football and be able to help people.
And that was Hilaire, you said?
Yeah.
Edwards Hilaire.
Football by
The
day.
XFL and the USFL merge. Wait.
Oh, there's that live shot of the prison in Detroit again. Sport field still.
NFL honors on February 8th, of course, the weekend before the Super Bowl. May not air live in all areas. Give away
Except in Indiana.
Ford Field with the big screens on the stage and all over as the crowd goes wild. They're going to party soon with their Lions up. And Greenlaw is ticked off as he slams his helmet on the ground. There's the kickoff to the 49ers. And is he going to take it? No, he's going to just take a knee in. We call that a touchback. He could have run a few yards, I think. As Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson tell us what's happening and how they feel. You would think, Kevin Burkhardt, he knows he's on camera. He's got his coat on. The other guy, his tie is not fully all the way up. I have a problem with that, too.
Greg Olson ain't a man for a tie.
Indeed. All right, 1st and 10. Brock Purdy with about less than 6 minutes to try and get his team in striking distance. The 49ers
Troy.
and incomplete. McCaffrey couldn't nowhere near that one.
Guy having his mouthpiece in the back of his helmet last week.
I missed that.
Oh.
I believe a cornerback for the Lions.
I don't recall that.
I missed that. I surely did.
Players do weird things with their mouthpieces these days. Just look at Steph Curry.
He's just chewing on his.
Wonder how many he goes through in a season.
2nd and 10. Purdy with the ball, passes off, fakes a pass, and McCaffrey goes nowhere. Swallowed up in the scrum, if that's what you want to call it. I guess I don't know. The sea of humanity.
That's one way to do it.
Let's just plow through everybody. 3rd and 10 coming up. San Francisco will get the ball in the second half, so they're trying to score on this drive, but not looking good on 3rd down. Brock Purdy, 7 of 14, 93 yards, and a pick. Purdy escapes from the pack, throws, And almost makes the catch. Ayuk with the dive.
I will say this, and Davey has mentioned this several times all season. Davey, look at the score. Look at how much time is left. What is something Detroit has done all year?
Tell us, Davey. Tell us.
Oh, about Purdy? Yeah, he
So
doesn't.
the Lions.
The
Oh,
Lions
the Lions
have a bad
Yeah.
habit of letting people back in the game.
They do, and they've done it all year. Where I think this one differs is Purdy's inability to come back. So this may not be as prevalent in this game as it has been for the Lions.
Punt is away at the 20. And a small return. What the heck? That was a huge leap and throw by Peoples-Jones. He didn't run out of bounds. He got launched out of bounds. Small 10-yard return there. But we go to commercial. Lions trying to get a little bit more insurance with less than 5 minutes to go. Have a Modelo. I'm a Bud Light guy. Sorry.
I'm a Miller Lite guy.
There you go. I don't think I've had a proper Steve Weiser in a while.
What?
A Brewski, a Steve Weiser, a Cerveza.
A libation.
I think I have had Modelo. I'm okay with Modelo. I just can't do the IPAs and the dark beer. I did try Stone Cold
I can't
beer.
do those either. I like to drink my beer, not chew it.
Yeah. If taste had a color, it tasted black. You know, I don't want that to sound like a racist term, but you know, it was really dark and it was really bitter, and it had that horrible bitter aftertaste. And I'm like, I feel like I'm tasting dirt.
So it tasted like Dick Clark.
Ouch! Brutal, Captain.
You said dark, bitter, and tastes like dirt. I mean, look at the guy. I mean, Jesus. They were pumping him full of formaldehyde 10 years before he ever croaked.
Oh my God!
Preservation is key.
I had no problem with him. I had no problem with Dick Clark. I loved him on all the shows.
They had stretched the skin on his face back tighter than a gnat's ass over a snare drum.
I didn't. That was him, not me. He said it.
Like I haven't heard that one before.
I doubt that a watch along for NASCAR could work. I really do. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Tom Grossi did it last year.
Grossi
Did
did
he
it.
really?
He did it as a punishment, but yes, he did do a watch along for it.
Wow.
He lost a bet and he had to do a
It was the
NASCAR
Daytona,
stream.
wasn't it? Or was it the Indy 500?
I can't remember. It was one of the big
It was one of the
races.
500s.
Wow. Indeed. I didn't think it could work because, I mean, you're
I think he
watching.
was solo streaming it too, so that's what makes it harder.
He was just sitting there in a room by himself, looking up at a screen.
Dressed like Joe Dirt.
That's right.
Wow. All right, Lions starting 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line, trying to get a little bit of insurance and make it a three-scoring game. 5 minutes left to go in the half. Goff hands off to Montgomery, up the middle for 5 yards. The pile goes on top, and the clock runs down. Goff, 9 of 13. He has broken the centennial mark at 104 yards. So if you have Goff at over 104 or over 100, congratulations on your bet.
I have Goff over 257 for the day.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have Goff over 252.
And
Goff will
possible
hand
news
off.
coming out of Chicago White Sox land for our friend the captain here,
Oh,
and all three other fans that they may have at the moment. The Mariners are,
ye few but faithful.
in talks to the White Sox about Dylan Cease. So keep your eyes
Mariners.
peeled for any movement there.
What was that, Davey? Mariners are looking to get Cease.
They're cutting out there.
You said the Mariners are looking to get Cease.
They are inquiring. Yep, that would be a huge pickup for their rotation. Cease doesn't do anything for the White Sox this year. They might as well get as much as they can from him.
I agree. This year is toast already.
Montgomery up the middle, up the right.
We could very well be the worst team in baseball this year, and
the White Sox season will be burnt toast with no butter, no jam, nothing.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck.
so it looked like Roy Scheider at the end of a tanning session.
First down for 6 yards to Montgomery, causing 1st and 10 with about 3 minutes left to go in the half.
Monty.
I don't see San Francisco calling a timeout, so they're probably just going to let it run down. They're running the ball.
San Francisco does have all three of their timeouts remaining. Yep.
And they're gonna get the ball at the start of the second half. So let's see where he goes. Goff with another handoff, and it goes behind the line of scrimmage. That was Gibbs. Loss of 2, which will take the clock down to the 2-minute warning.
Brock Purdy looks absolutely clueless.
Absolutely.
The lights are on, but no one's home.
Indeed, as we hit the 2-minute mark. He needs Paul Heyman in his corner. That's what he needs. He needs the wise man.
Oh, Heyman. I can never get enough of him. I really hope once Heyman, whenever he decides to step away, gets a podcast too. I could listen to him tell wrestling stories.
Oh yeah, he does that. He does that a lot. When people
Well, he appears as a guest. I mean, like as a guest on a lot of, but I mean, like just his own show. I mean, you get NWA stories. You get all of the fun stuff about ECW, WWFE stories.
Right.
And the guy literally, he's had such a long career in the business that he can tell stories from the territory days all the way up to the present.
I remember when I first seen Paul, there was about half of them that there is now.
Oh, I'm good.
Lots of hair and a cell phone to knock someone out with.
Yep. He carried
Paul
that big brick.
Yeah.
Of course, my favorite story, of course, is driving Freddie Blassie from Scottsdale to Hartsdale, and he refuses to realize how bad of a driver he is, and then he gets home, and his father comes up, and Blassie says, your son is a well-mannered young man, but he can't drive worth a lick.
I don't see Heyman as a very good driver, but you'd think.
It wasn't Heyman as a driver; it was Blassie as a driver. It was the story from Story Time. It's like Heyman was backstage, and he's like taking pictures, and Blassie goes up to him and says, "Hey, you live in Scottsdale. I live in Hartsdale, so I'm only 10 minutes away. I'll give you a ride home." And so he gets in the car, but unfortunately, it was like the car ride from hell, And, eventually, Heyman's only 15 or 16 years old, and they're driving down all this stuff. And finally, Heyman's had enough. He's like, "Will you pull over the car? I'll drive." He drives the car home, and Blassie decided to play a trick on him right then and there, and with his dad and all that. So, incomplete pass by Goff as we come back with 1:55 left to go. It's now third down. 131 rushing yards allowed tonight by San Francisco, most in the first half under Kyle Shanahan since 2017.
Damn.
The rushing game is not looking good there. As we're back here, 3rd and 12.
Detroit they are slowly but surely wearing San Fran's front seven out.
Indeed. Handoff to Gibbs. Does he get the first down? Yes. 13 yards.
1st and 10 on the San Francisco 34-yard line. They are charging again to close out the second half.
And he runs out of bounds to stop the clock, trying to make it a three-possession game. Thank you, Davey. Thank you for that.
What is going on?
Minute 50 left to go. 21-7. 238 total yards for the Lions, 132 total yards for the 49ers. Goff back. Look out. Oh, what a sack by Bosa. That's his second of the game. 8-yard loss. Timeout, San Francisco.
Pushes them back to the San Francisco 42-yard line and out of field goal.
So it's over there.
Yeah.
Oh, as we go to the State Farm commercial. Picture. Nick Bosa with his second sack of the game. Got to get Patrick Mahomes back on television somehow.
Yes, as if we have no clue who he is.
Yeah, really. All right, we're back from the timeout. Detroit has all of theirs. Frisco has 2. Jared Goff under pressure, 17 drops back, sacked twice, and 7 pressures.
Although I do worry about
handoff back to the line of scrimmage with a stop. That's going to bring up 3rd down. That will give San Francisco a chance with one more stop. Are they going to use a timeout? Yes. Timeout number 2 taken by San Francisco with 1:38 left to go. Next week, the Pro Bowl games, the skill shows on Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. And then Sunday afternoon, flag football as the stars of the NFL take it down a notch, going all the way back to possibly elementary school. And they're not going to tackle, but they're going to take the flags off of you. I never really liked flag football. Yeah. I hated it, really. I'm glad I never got to play tackle, but I also really didn't like flag football as well.
I was what you would call incredibly unathletic. Gotcha. I believe me, I set records that will never be broken. I went an entire season in Little League without getting a single fucking hit.
Wow.
So you were like the Les Nessman out in left field?
Yeah, I had a damn fine glove, but I couldn't hit the ball to save my life.
Goff finds St. Brown for 23 yards, getting the first down. 1st and 10 with about a minute left to go in the half. 4 receptions for St. Brown, 64 yards. Goff is at 133. This is 11th play of the drive with 1 minute to go. Goff with the handoff. And unfortunately, Gibbs slipped. Hit the ground for 4 yards as the clock runs down to about 48 seconds left. Maybe time for one more play. Don't leave the points on the field. Whatever you do, call a timeout. Take the 3. There's a timeout. I believe. Do we have a timeout?
No, we have a 2nd and 7 on the San Francisco 16, and there's a timeout. Yeah,
35 seconds
35
left
seconds
to
to
go.
go.
AT&T commercial. Their spokesperson, she's kind of cute for an AT&T spokesperson.
I used to work on an account for AT&T at one time.
There you go.
Hmm.
Those progressive commercials though are getting really annoying for me. I hate those though, with flow and everything. I'm
It's
not
been
feeling
20
those.
years of that woman. Can we?
Get someone.
I know, right?
I'm surprised
Golf
she's still
to-
doing that.
Goff to Brown, 23 yards on the replay. 2nd and 7 on the 16-yard line. 35 seconds left. And San Francisco did not use their timeout. Or did they use it? Yes, they did. San Francisco used their timeout, so they have one left. Still, I'm not certain as to what. St. Brown, 4 catches and 64 yards. Halftime coming up soon. I'll be taking a quick break. Coming back with the halftime stats. And we're putting some time on the clock.
Back up to 38 seconds, it looks like.
I have
Oh,
47
man.
seconds on. Second and 6, 47 seconds on the clock. What will Goff do? Let's find out. Goff backing up a little bit. Going for the middle and incomplete. Gibbs just a little bit away from the Lions leap zone on the San Francisco side, having him leap into the crowd. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 with 33 seconds left to go. It was just out of the reach of Gibbs. He was open. He did get past the defender. He just couldn't stretch long enough to get it. That's okay. They still have the lead. Thumbs up from the coach saying, don't worry, Jared. It's all good. 13th play of the drive. 3rd down on Goff is 4 out of 4. He's going for 5 out of 5, and there it is. 5 of 5 on 3rd down for Goff.
Amon St. Brown.
Making an extra 9 yards, bringing it 1st and goal with 28 seconds left on the clock. And he runs out of bounds to stop the clock, of course. No need for a timeout there. Trying to get that extra 3rd touchdown lead. Even the San Francisco coach is looking a little bit dejected on that one.
Dejected looks like he just ate a rotten turnip.
There you go. Goff with the ball, throwing a little to his right, and incomplete. Laporta was the intended target. 24 seconds left in the half. 21-7. Lions over the 49ers. Lions trying to make their first Super Bowl appearance in franchise history. This being their only 2nd NFC title game since 1957. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
I feel like I'm right back to the days of Prohibition and like I'm about to storm Normandy.
Exactly.
Gibbs up the middle, gets swallowed, nothing. Runs through the crowd. Forward progress has stopped. 1 yard. Timeout, Detroit. 17 seconds left to go.
I know
3rd
what
and
I'm
goal.
about to say is going to sound ridiculous, but they last too long.
That's why Devin ashes him out halfway through.
I just do that even with the parleys.
Oh,
Apparently, Jared Goff lives in Novato, California, which is in the San Francisco Bay Area.
I haven't missed shit, have I?
no, you really have not missed much.
A smooth catch by Amon-Ra for a 22-yarder a little bit ago.
Didn't
But
eat any sugar.
3rd and goal. What will the Lions do?
Need some sugar.
There's no cap.
Off back, short pass to Gibbs, who goes right back to the line of scrimmage and then a little bit more for 3 more yards. It's now 4th and goal with 10 seconds left to go. The Lions call another timeout. Well, what do you want to do? Do you take the 3 points or do you just want to try for the nail in the coffin?
I would go for the 3 here, make it a 3-score game, take it into half.
There you go. Going for the touchdown, it will not be as bad as you think, though. I mean,
Okay.
if you really want to be arrogant and cocky,
It was like I had a lighter and I had my cigarette. I had none of them. Can I say yours real quick?
The one time this weekend I actually play a prank on Devin.
He almost loses it.
Coach makes the decision at the last second to go for the field goal. Here comes the field goal unit. It's going to be a chip shot for Michael Badgley, who's 2 for 2 this postseason. As long as it's 54, it's just like a little 21-yarder, so it shouldn't be a problem here.
Chip shot.
Good old-fashioned chip shot. This will give the 49ers one last chance, depending on where the kick is. Kick is up, right down the middle of the uprights. Field goal is good, 24-7 with 7 seconds left to go. Depending on the kick.
That's an insane turnaround for his record.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff says that Dan's the greatest leader I've been around. Frank Ragnow says he loves his guys. Can't say enough about him. He's the man. We're talking about the coach. He was born to do this. His passion and love for the game.
Are you squeamish with bodily injuries?
Yes.
You saw the Nick Chubb injury, right?
Yes.
Were you squeamish about that?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
I don't like this. Yeah, I can't.
Dan Campbell has really turned this around. 2021, he was only 3-13-1. Missed the playoffs last year and turned around to a 12-5 record this year. 7 seconds left.
I'd rather not think about that.
Me neither. I just want to get through the first half.
And we got
flags to end the half. Of course we do.
I haven't seen that yet.
It will be hard to miss the sea of yellow you'll see fly.
Okay. Brad Holmes, the executive VP and general manager. Here comes the kick.
It's like watching Sven Gulli when they start throwing the rubber chickens.
He is going to run from the end zone. He gets to the 30, and there goes a flag, and there goes another one. They just came right out as the clock hit 0. That will end the half. The penalties do not matter, I don't think.
So defensive penalties can't end a game in the NFL, but I believe it doesn't matter if it's going into halftime.
So
Sure,
we have
let's give them one more chance here. Why not? What's one more flag or anything?
By the way, whenever Sven Gulli finally does retire, Danhausen needs to replace him.
There you go. Holding, return team, 10 yards enforced. We're going to get one more play because they put 2 seconds back on the clock. George Odom called for holding. 2 seconds left. What can you do something? But I'd look more than likely they're just going to take a knee and call it at the half, and that'll be the end of it. Why not? I mean, hey, no guts, no glory.
No
And
guts,
he takes
no
a
glory.
knee to send us to halftime.
But can you get
All
all,
right,
all
friends,
glory with some guts?
Indeed, it is. We are at halftime. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to take myself off. I'm going to put my screen up for a second. I will be right back in just a few minutes.
See you shortly, Statboy. What did I get hit for?
I'm not fucking with you.
Wait, it sounded like you said your area. I'm not sure which area that would be.
Just, I feel aggressive.
Relax, relax, just do it.
Apparently not.
Honestly, if I had an option to play the festival forever,
Has Seattle made an offer to Chicago in regards to Mr.
No word on who Seattle would be offering up. I would imagine it would be of the prospect variety.
I would hope so, because we need them.
Yeah. Well, that's you're at the stage right now. That is what you need. Like, you're not going to contend this year, and that's in the American League Central. Like, that's not a strong division to begin with.
We just need to blow it up.
Blow it up.
Interesting question, just asked on the Twitters. When can we possibly get this singles match, which is in reference to Bianca Belair and Jordan Grace? Multiverse United. WWE wants to show that they're in fact in business with them and looking to make things better beyond their own doors. Do it there.
Five-point vids. What Baltimore needs to do is move the ball. So Dory Funk
Quarterback
Jr.
comparison. Quarterback comparison over the first two quarters. Goff 13 of 20 for 145. No TDs, no interceptions. 86.5 rating. Brock Purdy 7 of 15 for 93 yards. No TDs and an interception. A rating of 39. It's quite the discrepancy. And they are showing the game at Ford Field right now in Detroit. Fans are going crazy.
It's been a long, long time since Detroit had something to cheer for.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Although the Lions seem to be back. I mean, like, they are manhandling the 49ers in this game. The Red Wings, they are right in the hunt for a playoff spot, so their rebuild is going well. The Pistons I can't speak on enough because I don't really follow basketball. The Tigers are still in the midst of a rebuild that doesn't seem to be going quite as well as they had hoped as of right now. Would
They
be a
made
safe assessment.
some decent progress last year. Oh boy. I was just scrolling through Twitter and saw James Bebe's most recent tweet.
About is it the Rumble?
No.
Tweet?
I mean, I still play Rock Band here, but I feel like now DLC is
Are the things that would be non-wrestling related?
No, it was just his take on social media. So Apparently, you were correct, Davey. Apparently, Brock was supposed to face Dom at Elimination Chamber.
That hasn't been confirmed. Although I did see rumblings of that. That site that reported that is not a credible site. It would not be one that I would go to verify anything. Although that is not likely to happen.
Well, definitely
in the near
not likely
future,
to
or
happen
probably
now.
ever.
I would
don't
have
think
liked
you
to
ever
have
see
seen
Brock
it.
back in that company. I don't think you ever see him back.
I'm trying to think.
I said, if they want to do something, like if they inserted Braun Breaker into whatever spots that were intended for Brock last night, they should keep moving forward with that.
Okay.
Braun Breaker is made for the main roster. He's explosive. He got a good look. He works well as a heel. There's a direct connection to Paul Heyman from their little interaction in NXT. You don't have to be, you can be fairly limited in the ring and still work quite well.
I mean, Brock could always go to AEW.
You definitely won't see him there. Brock doesn't have to wrestle anymore if he doesn't want to. He can just stay up on the farm in Saskatoon, assuming Sable. Well, yeah, but I mean that's another thing too, right? Like people,
Divorce proceedings could be imminent there if we are to believe.
People forget that part of it, right? Like there's a lot of fallout, ripple effect from stuff like this, right?
Yes.
What about Brock and well, Brock is married to Sable, right? Like what's
Correct.
the fallout there, right? That's just one, like it's just not a good situation in any aspect. Right?
Oh, murder.
If you're on the Twitter, read that post that I put up there that is regarding Brandon Thurston. He makes a lot of good points.
I am searching as we speak.
But Brandon Thurston was at the scrum last night, and he's a regular on all of them. Also interesting of note, on the scheduling front, after Revolution, I'm just going to bring up the exact dates here. One momentito.
Okay, I found that.
So-
I'm reading Thurston's thing now.
So Revolution is March 3rd. After that, the next scheduled show is March 16th. So there's basically 2 weeks there that are not booked yet. I think that's where you see Mercedes. I think one or both of those shows are booked in the Boston area where she's from.
All righty. What did I miss?
Not much, just kind of a rundown on the present news in the world and sport.
What happened to the 49ers? They've fallen asleep. That's what's happened to the 49ers so far. Let's take a look at the halftime stats. Jared Goff, 13 of 20 for 145 yards. Brock Purdy, only 7 of 15 for 93 yards. David Montgomery, 9 carries for 60 yards and 1 touchdown. Christian McCaffrey has 10 carries for 29 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 5 receptions for 73 yards. And McCaffrey also has 3 receptions for 38 yards. 18 first downs for the Lions, 8 for the 49ers. 280 total yards for the Lions, 131 for the 49ers.
The Niners got schooled in that first half. That Detroit
Absolutely.
was moving the ball at
Absolutely.
will. At will.
But
When
the
you
second
follow the
half-
wrestling there too, Mike, get your
What's that?
take on this. Revolution is scheduled for March 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
There are no dates or cities announced yet for the preceding Dynamite or Collision until the 16th. Do you think when they do get announced, it will be in the state of Massachusetts? Most likely in Boston, where
Hey.
Mercedes is from.
Why not?
Yeah, I think that's where she pops up at.
The only sad wrestling that I could come up with, I was a little disappointed that MJF did not show up at the Rumble last night. I was kind of hoping for that.
He's injured, and although MJF keeps these things very close to the vest as far as any contract news, I would speculate 98% that he has signed with AEW. So I don't think you see him in a WWE ring anytime soon anyway.
And I think I would have also liked to have seen The Rock make an appearance last night, because now I would like to know how you can get to Rock Roman with Cody winning the Rumble at this point. I mean, what's the point of teasing it if you're not going to commit?
Does he get added to that match at Mania with Roman and Cody?
I would say no. That'd be no.
That would be a horrible idea.
The fans want the one-on-one thing. I mean, unless they decide to play, unless they say, Cody flat out says, "I'm not waiting till WrestleMania to finish my story. I want my story at Elimination Chamber, or I want my match now." And unfortunately, the story doesn't happen because they want Rock Roman, which they can still have Rock Roman. Cody can finish his story. We don't know where Punk is going to go at this point after his loss. So we don't know.
Most
where Seth
likely
is
goes
gonna go.
after Punk. Most likely goes after Seth,
I'm not
based on the story they're telling.
But Seth is injured as well, so it's not really worth it.
T-Dog's left. Anybody wants them?
I do. Send them my way.
Seth still has the belt, and he's not giving it up, so he'll have it at Mania.
Yeah, but then we'll have nobody with a belt because Roman's not going to make another appearance. I don't know if they're going to fly him to Australia. All the attention is going to go on Rhea because it's
Rhea,
Australia.
Yeah, that'll be Rhea's show.
This is all Rhea. So if she can take the ball and run with it, as we're almost ready to start the second half, go for it. I mean, we got to have somebody to
Got to have somebody out there with a belt that actually wrestles.
Indeed.
On a somewhat regular basis. Because right now they got Seth hurt. Roman just doesn't defend. And Logan Paul, that was his first defense since he won it.
In what, 85 days?
Yeah. Like
58 days. 58 days.
That's 3 major titles, and Rhea don't defend that often.
Gunther can't really do it anymore either, because no offense to Gunther, who's left for him to go after? Or who's going to go after Gunther? As we start the second half in the third quarter with a touchback, San Francisco gets the ball on their 25-yard line.
Unless they book Trick to take the belt off Dragunov, and then Dragunov gets moved up, and then you have Dragunov, Gunther at Mania.
There you go.
Dragunov takes the belt off Gunther, which now frees him up to go after whomever has the other Roman's title or Seth's title. So that would be one way to do that.
Indeed. McCaffrey starts off the second half with an 8-yard run. Second and 2 coming up with 14:40 as the quarter
Run
starts.
like the wind, Christian.
Purdy with a fake handoff, going for a pass, makes the catch. That's how you come back. Deebo Samuel, 26 yards. That's how you start off a quarter when you're down by 3 touchdowns.
So the Niners are into the Detroit zone early, which they need. And they got to do it often.
Coming out of the huddle. Purdy, 8 of 16 for 119 yards. What's your over-under on that? You said 230?
For which one?
Purdy.
Purdy's was 270 actually.
Ooh.
So I took the under on that.
Yeah, I took it under too. Purdy,
Right.
my under was what was he at? 276. My under.
All right. Well, he just got 9 more yards. It's now 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line. Deebo has 7 rushing yards and 56 receiving yards. 9 of 17 for 128. 1 pick on Purdy. 2nd and 1. 13:22 to go on the 28-yard line. Ready for the snap. Gets the snap. A small little handoff to Deebo, and Deebo goes nowhere. Deebo loses 3 yards.
32.75.
If this was a regular season game, I would say he would get that.
Wow.
Small
Purdy
little
getting
hand-
a lot of love in Twitterville.
Love at Twitterville.
He's not.
3rd and 4 coming up from the 35-yard line.
It's one hell of a fucking catch.
3 for 6 on 3rd down. San Francisco. Purdy with the ball. Up the middle. A quick pass and a one-handed grab. How did he get that? How did he bring that catch in for the completion and the first down? It was a stretch. It was a bring the ball down. First down, San Francisco. Purdy to Jennings with the one-handed catch on the way down. Nice grab. First catch
San
of the day
Francisco
for
definitely
Jennings.
needs something.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Or not closer. No gain there. From the 27-yard line, actually 2 yards there from CMC.
Oh,
That was a little scary.
It was a nice little lob and a one-handed catch on the replay. He had to leap for that one, too. And the defensive coordinator, like, how did he get that? Even the defensive coordinator had no idea how it happened.
he looked pissed.
What's up with defensive coordinators? How do you coordinate a
Second
defense?
and 8 on the 25-yard line. Purdy looks to his left, lobs it up, incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up. Brock Purdy, 10 of 19 for 136 yards, 1 interception. 24-7 the score. 3-possession game. 11 minutes, 11 seconds as the sun sets in Santa Clara, California. On 3rd down, he's 3 for 5.
Answer your question.
He's got a guy, and now he's 3 out of 6. Incomplete pass. As Jennings kind of throws a tantrum on the 5-yard line for not making that catch. So they should bring out the field goal unit. 4th and 8. You definitely would want to kick the field goal at this point and get some points on the board.
I did see a stat on Twitter during halftime. the Lions have never won a game that Greg Olson has been the commentator on.
Oh,
That's a weird
so
stat.
let's blame the commentators. Great. 43-yard attempt coming up by Moody. Kick is up, and it's right dead down the middle, dead to rights. That's a field goal. That's 3 points. 24-10 is the score. Going into commercial break with 11:02 in the third quarter. 3 points, San Francisco. The Kid and Play Progressive commercial. Check the replay. What really happened? Wow, Kid and Play. In 2 weeks, the wait is over. What? Popeyes. We've got Bojangles out here. We don't deal with Popeyes.
I haven't had Bojangles before. Are they good?
Come to Tennessee, you will have Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Come to Tennessee, I'll get Maddie a steak from Texas Roadhouse, and I'll get you fried chicken from Bojangles.
What about
We have a Texas Roadhouse in Colorado.
we have one here too. I was thinking Prince's Hot Chicken in Nashville. Ooh, that's some good stuff.
That's 3 hours away. I'm not doing that.
Come on.
MJF is going to be 3 hours south from me in Lexington, Kentucky at a toy convention. So him and Mick Foley will be there. Unfortunately, that's the same day that I go back to my job in Pigeon Forge. So what do? Do I go back to work, or do I attempt to go see MJF? Ooh, tough call.
Glenn Gilberti tweeted something you might be interested in addressing, Maddie.
Addressed.
Oh, your old Twitter nemesis.
What did he do?
He just put up a poll asking about the whole McMahon thing. Oh, Glenn Gilberti.
Who hasn't been talking about this whole McMahon thing? I swear, man. Heck, let's ask Joe Biden what he thinks. Oh wait, nobody cares. Donald Trump would.
Oh boy.
And I'll say it on this channel. I won't say it on the other channel. I'll say it on this channel. Donald Trump gives his opinions on everything. And if he is such good friends with Vince McMahon as they claim they are, he won't hold back.
No, I won't.
I can say it on this channel. I won't say it on
Donald and Vincent are mirror images of each other.
Ain't that the truth?
They do. Cornette has said several times he finds McMahon as a more articulate, intelligent version of Trump. But after what we've seen,
They're two sides of the same coin.
yeah,
They always have been. It's just now things are coming out to light.
There's Laporta.
1983 was the last time these two teams met and San Francisco won. They actually did have a lion on the field. How about that?
That's
for
insane.
retro?
Scott Steiner had a live tiger.
Well,
Scott Steiner also has freaks 9 days out of the week.
And I would also say Scott Steiner in the middle of a roid rage is more dangerous than a Bengal tiger.
I will also agree with that.
with the first down. Laporta pushed out of bounds at Detroit 41 for a gain of 16 yards. What a rookie. What a rookie season for him. San Francisco does the best, apparently, when they play in the divisional playoff, being only 16-8, 7-11 when it comes to the championship.
And
Maybe
6 of those
7-12.
resulted in Super Bowls. So they've only ever won an NFC championship game that didn't result in a Super Bowl. I'm
Indeed.
guessing that was the one against Kansas City.
Indeed, correct, sir.
Ah.
Montgomery pushed out of bounds 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up after the 1st and 10 on the Detroit 41. Teams line up, ready to go. Oh, he moved. Oh, bad move, San Francisco as the longer
5 yard. 5 yard penalty for neutral zone infraction. First.
Automatic first down. Javon Hargrave, he jumped the gun, helmet to helmet contact, 5 yard penalty. Oh, well, live and learn. 1st and 10 coming up at the San Francisco 48-yard line. The clock running down, just under 10 minutes to go. Detroit trying to make it another 3-possession game. Goff to Montgomery up the middle, and he stopped short. Gain about 7 or 8 yards, depending on where they put the spot. 2nd down coming up. 24 points in the first half by the Lions, the most in the postseason since 1957. Scored on all but one drive in the first half. Way to go, Lions. Good job.
As long as they can not be the Lions we've seen earlier in the year and let San Fran back into it.
We need them to be the brand new Lions. Come on, guys.
Goff waiting for the snap. It's a handoff. 1st down.
And Montgomery closing in on the 100-yard mark. He's 12 attempts for 78 yards and a TD.
161 yards for Goff. He's 14-21. 270 is the limit, according to your parlays. 110 yards to go. I want you guys to win. I really do. I really
want money, damn it.
I know you do.
I also don't want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but I also got that, so.
Goff going for a pass. He's got nobody open. Laporta, if he would have taken a few more steps, he might have got it. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Laporta, a few more steps. He jumped too soon. He jumped a little bit too soon. Right by his fingertips. 2nd and 10, 8:24 to go, 24-10, Lions lead. Let's see what happens on this play as they line up in the shotgun. Gets the snap right about now. Looks to his right, looks to his left, to Laporta at the 30-yard line. 6 yards gained.
So it's a 3rd and 4 on the 30. So that puts them back in field goal range again.
Indeed. And rushing tonight, CMC 39 yards. David Montgomery's at 78. Gibbs at 46 and Williams at 42.
What is time of possession looking like? It feels like San Francisco's hardly had the ball.
They have not. I'll bring that up in just a second.
The Ravens-Chiefs game felt like it went by so quickly. This one feels like it's holding on longer.
Off with the hand up. Ooh, big stop there. 2 yards hitting St. Brown. That's going to bring up 4th down. And
time of possession, Detroit 21-25. San Francisco 15-49.
What are you going to do, Coach Dan? You going to go for the field goal? You're just going to give it up?
Oh, my Lord.
And the Detroiting begins.
They are going to go for it on 4th and 2, not opting for a field goal. This could come back to bite them.
In the kneecaps.
And then some. 4th and 2, going for it. Here's the snap. Goff going back. Almost gets touched. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. The ball goes to San Francisco.
They take over on their own 28.
Gutsy
that was
play.
gutsy. I don't know if it was smart.
Well, Reynolds did try. 6:58 left to go in the 3rd quarter as we go to a commercial break for, what is this? A movie? Percy Jackson? What is this? Oh, this is Dune.
So, a little bit of a report on the Royal Rumble match. This coming out of the Wrestling Observer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't believe a damn thing they say.
Braun Breaker essentially fulfilled Brock Lesnar's role in last night's Rumble. Came in when Lesnar was going to, throughout the guys Lesnar was going to, and got thrown out exactly how Lesnar was going to get thrown out, i.e., getting eliminated by Dominic Mysterio.
Yep.
Brock was supposed to get thrown out by Dom.
And they were supposed to do work at Chamber, from what I understood. Was Meltzer at the scrum last night, or the presser, or the?
He usually is, isn't he?
He just doesn't talk. I don't think he asks questions. He just sits there and observes and listens to what they respond.
Hence the Wrestling Observer.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how you get media access to that. I am so curious as to how you get access to that. Who do you have to know to get in there?
There's a special ticket you have to buy that's expensive to be able to. It's a VIP ticket plus their media scrums.
Really?
But if you're a like higher up person, like the Sean Ross Championship, then you kind of get in for free for those parts. You just have to get the VIP pass.
But we need to pool our funds so that we can send one representative of the RAWBall podcast to one of these WWE pressers so that we can ask the important questions.
Why is Nia Jax there?
I'll go. I believe there was a recent PLE. It was in Knoxville or Nashville, and I was trying to figure out how to get out there, and I'm not certain on that one. So hey, never say never, never say never when it comes to the world of wrestling, because if Cody is there giving the interview, Cody will be nice enough to take a question if he spots a new person. He's like, I saw him do this at a recent PLE. He's like, is there anybody new that I don't know?
I think he did that last night as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think.
Cody?
Yeah.
For someone who hasn't asked a question, yeah, he did that.
Cody Rhodes, and we spoke on this earlier, handled those questions more professionally than Paul did last night. Like,
yes,
by a country mile. But Cody is a very well-spoken individual, right? Like he's
also got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And thanks to the wonders of modern medicine, a pectoral reattached to his pec.
Yeah.
We've got a player down. Joseph, he was down on the play. Debo Samuel, 17-yard run for the first down. First and 10 on the San Francisco 28 as we are on a medical timeout with 6:39 left to go in the third. I would ask him, honestly, there needs to be more stat work. There needs to be more statistics on air. Don't get me. I mean, I like finding out things just like much everybody else.
Oh,
Kirby Joseph with the injury, but he seems to be walking off the field there. But it's like they said that I remember that Howard Finkel was the chief statistician for years.
Yes,
before he passed away, and I'd just like to know, like,
he brought in a report to Vince every morning called the Finkel Report, and it was basically all the ins and outs, who's, what's, didgeridoos, didgeridon'ts.
Oh my gosh, has that a legit? If that play stands,
if it stands, it could be a touchdown.
Well, he kind of bobbled it around. They're not saying it's a touchdown.
I told you Detroit is starting to Detroit.
Bounces off the defender into the hands of number 11.
That was a 51-yard gain on that one.
And you can't spell deteriorate without Detroit.
No, you cannot. Off of Vildor's helmet into Ayuk's hands. Flag on the play is probably going to be declined. Just right there. That could be the play to turn this game. Let's see you script that, NFL. Come on.
No foul on the play.
No foul on the play, none whatsoever. Off of his helmet into his hands, and he is down at about the 6, at the 5 or the 4. 51 yards, putting Brock over the 200 mark, the 200-yard mark. Hand up the middle, stopped, dead in his tracks. McCaffrey tried to go for it and gets stopped. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal. 51 yards, biggest play of the game.
Well, it is gut check time for San Francisco. They need a touchdown here, and they need it badly.
Yes, they do.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but, occasionally I have to fill that role.
Purdy on the 6-yard line, 6 or 7, shoots for Ayuk, doesn't get it, incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, 5:22 left to go. 24-10 is the score. As we hack up a lung.
Well then,
San
giddy up.
Francisco coach looking over his playbook, looking up at his team, coming out of the huddle from the 7-yard line. George Kittle has not been has only been targeted once and does not even have a catch. With the pass, or with the snap, with the pass to it down the middle, Ayuk makes it, and we have a 1-touchdown game. It is 24-16 as Brandon Ayuk comes in the clutch, giving the San Francisco 49ers a much-needed touchdown.
There's the Detroit we know and love.
No, that's not what I want to see.
Well, it's not about what you want to see.
Purdy to Ayuk. As we go for the extra point, heck, why not go for 2 and then just score the touchdown and win the game? Why not? Let's throw that into the script because it's not scripted. Kick is up, right down the middle, 24-17. That will wake up the crowd. 5:17 left to go. There it is, off of his helmet. Ball is in the air, and it just comes right in the hands of Ayuk.
With Paul's helmet, are we talking about football here?
We're playing a good old-fashioned game of dodgeball because if the ball bounces off of another player and you catch it, they're out. It's a live ball until the ball hits the ground.
So how much does that going for it on 4th down as opposed to the field goal come into play now?
Big time. That's a big
Huge.
swing.
That's why you take the points when the points are there to take.
This is not week 3 of the regular season. This is the freaking NFC title game. Take the freaking points, as Davey said.
Agreed.
Yeah, because there's no we'll regroup and come back next week. It's like, no, you're coming back in September. It's a big difference. It's going to be fun watching Twitter reverse course on Brock Purdy now. They were crucifying him about 10 minutes ago. You can always count on sane and rational responses on that platform.
Well, I'll say Brock Purdy's been crucified more times than Jesus.
And then uncrucified and then crucified again.
But on the 3rd day, he rose.
He rose. In the 3rd quarter, he rose, apparently.
Although I will say, I've watched quite a bit of San Francisco this year, and Brock Purdy is the aspect of their game that holds them back. He's good, but he's not very good or great.
No, I wouldn't put him in that.
There is one. Yeah, San Francisco has one way to win.
Purdy is not as great as people make him out to be, and he's also not as bad as people make him out to be.
Agreed. He's a good NFL quarterback.
Yeah. And Fightful has confirmed Brock Lesnar was to work with Dominic Mysterio at WWE Elimination Chamber. Where that slot goes to now,
How would that have worked out? I mean, that's it's technically like heel versus heel if you really think about it.
the way Brock's character was kind of being run, like with the cowboy and the hat and everything else, it could work either way. So they wouldn't, and you can't flip Dom face because that won't work.
No, he's got enough heat on him.
So Brock could just, mind you, this is all in the rearview mirror now because it's not going to happen. But Brock just could have came in and just did country Brock, you know.
Ball comes loose. We have a fumble. Oh my gosh, this did not just happen.
Matty, Detroit fumbled the ball.
Gibbs up the middle for a 1 yard loss. Fumbled the ball, and
Hey, it's
Armstead
all right.
recovered the
Just
fumble for
bite
no
your lip,
gain.
give it hell, and we'll get through this.
So it's
Grab
first and
the
10
bars
Detroit on the
either
Detroit
side
24.
of the seat.
Gibbs had the ball stripped away. Gibson causes the fumble. Armstead recovers at the Detroit 24-yard line. Oh, no. This is not
San
happening.
Francisco has the ball at the Detroit 25, Matty.
5:09 to go in the third quarter. Ball comes out loose, jump on the grenade, and San Francisco recovers. No.
And to reiterate, take the points when the points are available to take. Because that's could conceivably be the difference between 24-24, 27-24 right now.
Purdy finally targets Kittle for a loss of 1 yard. Oh, stop talking, Kittle.
Purdy to the
It's the first time we've mentioned George Kittle's name this entire game.
The entire game. 2nd and 11, less than 5 minutes to go.
Is
Purdy
one
was
reception for
in the first half.
negative 1 yards.
Purdy's at 209 yards, 14 of 25. Purdy with the snap, looking for someone to throw it to. He scrambles up the middle himself. He's going still. He's still going. He is at the 5-yard line for a 21-yard scramble. He did it himself. Purdy is now Thanos. He put on his infinity glove and he ran it up the middle for 21 yards, causing a 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. I'm turning into a fan instead of a commentator right now.
Boy, Davey, did we call this at halftime or what?
He almost made it to the end zone himself. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Purdy gets the snap, passes it off, and does not get in. Samuel gets stopped at the 1-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go.
So I think we all know who they have to give the ball to in this instance.
Samuel coming off.
Urinating tree. Are you really going to do this, Lions? Fuck off.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line as the clock reaches almost 3 minutes to go. Heck, give the ball to McCaffrey. They do, and he plows through and scores the touchdown. 24-20. Number 23 puts up the 23rd point for the San Francisco 49ers.
And Campbell jinxed them.
And just like that, we have a tie game, folks.
Unbelievable. With 3:02 left to go.
And the hits just keep on coming. Matty, is this not the result you were wanting? I'm guessing not.
Kick is up. The extra point is good, and we are tied at 24 apiece. Oh, I know I'm supposed to stay neutral as a commentator, but as a fan who has wanted the Detroit Lions to get to the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh.
Have they shown any more footage of the ride at Detroit Central Correctional?
Not yet.
It's going to look like the prison rat and natural born killers if Detroit fucks this up. Tommy Lee Jones, stay away. Maddie's so full of chili dogs he can barely move.
We're gonna watch another Chiefs-Niners Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We don't know that yet. We do not know that for certain. It's not over yet. Looking at the probability, unfortunately, it does favor the 49ers 62.5% in this scenario, because literally after that fumble, I'm calling that a roller coaster drop from what I'm seeing on ESPN.
Yeah, that's. I'm assuming that graph kind of took a downward drop.
You haven't seen a graph drop like that since Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy. But when basically 80 cents of every dollar that you are worth is leveraged money, things ain't going to work out too well. And looks like we are back in San Fran.
I'm not back yet. I'm still on one more commercial. WeatherTech.com.
Someone tweeted out, if we get a Lions Chiefs Super Bowl, I'm going to need an Eminem Taylor Swift diss track.
Yeah, good luck with that. Now I'm back.
Okay.
3:02 left to go. San Francisco fans are waking up as the Levi Stadium crowd is told to get loud.
Kyle Shanahan remembers 28-3.
And kickoff is up. And are we going to have a touchback? Yes. Nobody wants to run it. It's all touchback, touchback, touchback.
What is this?
I did notice though in the Ravens game, the big scoreboard it said visitors ask for quiet. Tell them your response. Very clever. Very clever. Lions with the ball on their own 25-yard line. Goff hands it off to Montgomery, who goes nowhere for a yard.
162 matches. I'm an excellent driver.
Clock is running down. About a little bit less than 3 minutes left to go. San Francisco's had the ball for 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Detroit only 4:18. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Goff waiting for the snap. Possible long snap situation out of the shotgun. He gets the snap. He passes. And caught, but they're saying no. They're saying the ball hit the ground. Give me a replay on that. That's a catch. The ball comes loose and hits the ground.
Fire that man.
Laporta could not control the ball on his way down. The ball hit the ground. That is an incomplete pass. It is now 3rd and 10. Oh, how frustrating is that? That would have been a great play. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Get the play off, Goff. He does. He throws along the middle, and unfortunately, Reynolds can't hold on to the ball. Another incomplete. Another 3 and out for the Lions at 2:13 left to go. They are going to punt away. They better punt deep. They've got no choice. He dropped the ball. He bounced went off his chest, down to his thighs. Walk off, Reynolds. Walk it off. Fox going to punt the ball, as he should. A nice, powerful punt. Going back. And the ball is down right at the 1 yard line. But no, they're talking it over. It's a touchback.
It is a touchback.
It is a touchback. He did cross it in. He was in the end zone when he tried to bring the ball back in. That is a touchback. Doggone it. As we go to Gronk putting flowers in his garden in the USAA commercial. Doggone it, man. USAA. Gronk. What a guy, Gronk. Failed WWE career. Vince McMahon had to show him how to take a bump off of the balcony with the chest fall. He's like, he took the fall. And he's like, that's how you do it. And a 75-year-old man can take a trust fall off a balcony onto a crash pad. So can you, Gronk.
Before noon.
Before noon.
Checking times 3.
Chicken times 3.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
3.5.
Stat boy, what is your go-to potato chip?
What's my go-to potato chip?
Yep.
I would probably say Ruffles with the really thick ones with French onion dip.
Ruffles with French onion.
Ruffled cheddar sour cream.
As long as they're not like normal Lays, they got to have some thickness on them so you can dip. You know.
Understandable.
I would go Ruffles, sour cream, and bacon.
Oh, no, that is actually a flavor I've tried.
Doesn't Canada have like all seasons chips?
Yeah, all dressed.
Get me one.
I'm a sea salt and vinegar type of guy.
Oh, I thought you were saying no.
We're
and I was
going for
like,
like
okay.
base chips. I'm a sea salt and vinegar guy or Funyuns.
17 unanswered points by the 49ers.
Did I see that stat correct? That's going to pop up for you here soon, Mike. 1957 championship game was the last time these two met in the playoffs.
Yeah,
That is correct. Purdy escapes a tackle, gets the first down as Jizik stays in bounds to keep the play alive and get the first down. Yes, that is correct. 1957 was the last time that Detroit played in the NFC Championship. The Lions actually did win that game. And there was almost a similar score back then. So that is correct, sir. He just barely stayed in. Oh, yeah, he's in bounds. Yeah, he is absolutely in bounds. 1st and 10 with 90 seconds left to go in the
That's
quarter.
a stat that we were kind of expecting.
24-24 with the handoff. McCaffrey fighting for yardage. And he gets 8 of them with 1:15 left to go as the clock runs down again. 2 plays left. Brock Purdy, 15 of 26 for 220 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Okay, Purdy, what I need you to do, buddy, just stop throwing the ball.
It's the playoffs. He's going to go for it any chance he can.
I understand that, but if he could just, not. Lovely.
Handoff and first down to CMC. And more than likely, that will end the quarter unless they hurry it up right now. They might just want to let the clock run down. There's only 1 second in between. The game clock's at 25, play clock's at 26. Continuing down. Are they going to just let it run down? Well, now there's 15 seconds left. Are they going to line up? Yes, they're going to do one more play to end the third quarter. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, they lined up, but they did not get the play off. The quarter ends. We go to the fourth quarter, tied at 24. This fourth quarter is going to be. This is going to. I'm taking the jacket off for this. I don't care. I don't care if I'm in the same shirt as yesterday. I didn't change shirts or anything. I don't care.
Getting warm.
The Niners will start off the fourth quarter with the ball in their own 44. All 3 timeouts. 1st and 10.
Thank you, sir.
McCaffrey starting to pick up things. 16 rushes for 52 yards and 2 TDs.
17 unanswered points in the third quarter, ties the game at 24. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. What to do, what to do.
We need Detroit to do fucking something, man.
But Detroit has the offense to move.
Yeah.
Well, Detroit has the offense to move the ball, right? So I don't think they're done just because they let this lead evaporate.
It's hard to say. Hard to say.
Our good friend Urinating Tree tweeted out 32 minutes ago. 49ers aren't just losing. They're getting mauled. They're getting bullied. They're being straight up beaten and taunted with their game in the process. Urinating Tree, 13 minutes ago. God damn it, me, you fucking hack. Tweets that aged very poorly within 30 minutes. At least this is much more of a game than the Baltimore-Kansas City one was.
Well, the problem is, yes, you're right, Maddie. The score of the Baltimore game, the game was not nearly as close as it looked like it was.
No, Baltimore was kind of hard to watch in that one. Not the case in this one.
Back starting the fourth quarter, 1 yard from Samuel. Brings up 2nd and 9 as he literally gets dragged by Vildor, pulling as forward as he can as the clock starts winding down. 14:30 to go. Brock Purdy's at 219 yards. Samuel's at 74 yards, 6 receptions. Purdy waits for the snap. Play clock down to 3. He's got the ball. He's going to throw. He finds Kittle on the left side. Kittle gets 28 yards. First down, San Francisco.
And that's on the Detroit 27-yard line.
So Detroit at one point was up 24-10 at the start of the second half.
24-7. First and 10 coming up. Run through. McCaffrey gets another 4 yards as the clock runs down a little bit. 13 and a half to go. 248 yards for Purdy. He's getting closer and closer to that 270 mark for your parlays.
I know, it's scaring me.
Detroit needs to make some stops here. It's 2nd and 6. Ten seconds left on the play clock. They haven't even gotten to the line yet. 3, 2, 1. Nope. San Francisco uses a timeout. That's different. San Francisco calls a timeout early in the fourth quarter. As we get some replays as to how San Francisco scored 17 points in one quarter to tie this game. All right, 2nd and 6. The Detroit 23. 12:57 left to go on the clock as the play clock runs down to 15 seconds. Waiting for the snap. Purdy with the ball, can't find anybody, and he's got a hole. We went right for it. He scrambles up the middle for 13 yards, or for 10 yards to the Detroit 13. First down, San Francisco.
What goes in the bathroom?
Nothing.
Nothing important.
San Francisco driving up the field.
That's about it.
Ooh.
He took one step to his right through the window, and grabbed the first down. 3 rushes for 30 yards for Brock Purdy as the clock runs down to 12:20 to go. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. 5 seconds on the game clock. Purdy takes the snap. He's back. He's looking, and he gets swallowed up and sacked. A 7-yard loss. Aluwa'u and Milifanu. Probably
that pushes them back to the Detroit 20 on a 2nd and 17.
Thank you, Davey.
Well, this drive is not panning out for San Francisco.
No, it is not.
No, but it's still going to get them points. Or it should anyway.
2nd and 17 coming up. Brock Purdy has only been sacked once. I had him sacked twice, so I guess I missed a sack somewhere. Or I called a sack for a tackle.
Ooh.
Or Purdy back again. And another tackle for a loss of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So as it stands now, if they have to go for the field goal, they're looking at a 40-yarder.
3rd and 19 is the down. Anything can happen.
In the WWF.
As we line up, 3rd and 20 actually. Lions defense 9th straight game with at least 2 sacks. So that last tackle was a sack. Purdy with the ball, looking, passes, makes the completion. Unfortunately, Samuel only goes 7 yards. That's going to bring it up to 4th and 13, probably bringing out the field goal unit. We're probably looking at a 37, 38, 39-yard kick.
33-yard attempt.
33-yard, all right, not bad. Makeable, but also missable. As the clock runs down, getting closer to 10 minutes. This will give San Francisco the first lead of the game, I believe.
Yep. 17. No.
It was 24 to 7.
Moody with the kick. It's good. San Francisco takes the lead 27-24, scoring 20 unanswered points. As we go to commercial with just over 10 minutes to go, just under 10 minutes to go at 9:52, and a bit of blood coming out of the Brock Purdy's mouth there. He might have bit his tongue or got a little too.
Whoa. I miss Marshawn Lynch.
I do too.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here, so I don't get fined.
Just when I want to be at 2 a.m. Oh, I wish they could never do locksmith. Well, it's not all bad. I do have tops. She's very tiny, keeping tops.
That'd be Matt when she gets old.
What?
You leave your keys in your house and they're locked out, so you have to call a locksmith. But you Uber Eats food, so they're like, at least I have toilets.
Oh no, I'm breaking into my house.
Call the
Probably
locksmith.
diving through one of the windows.
Huh?
You'd probably dive through one of the windows.
Make way for whatever.
Either that or I can piss off a crackhead.
That's not hard to do at all.
Exactly. Just tell them, hey, I stole your stash. Unfortunately for you, I locked it all inside my house.
I'll make a deal.
But then you have to get the crackhead out of your house.
Oh, that's easy. Call the cops and tell them they broke and entered.
Well, you've got this. You've worked this scenario out in your head.
You forget where I lived at in Missouri.
What was that again?
The meth capital.
Oh,
They like meth out there. It's like their cereal.
meth is very popular in the South for whatever reason.
It's the breakfast for them.
Next level chef.
The latest installment from good old Chef Ramsay.
Another cooking show.
Well, he is a chef. I mean, what do you want him to do? Host a gambling,
That'd be
like
funny
a
as fuck.
world tour of poker?
Gordon Ramsay plays pool. Gordon Ramsay.
What are you doing, you donkey? You've got caught. You've got pocket aces, and you're not going all in. Are you an idiot sandwich?
Did he catch that?
I believe that was a catch.
I haven't seen it yet.
You dirty bitch! I hit blackjack. I win. You lose.
Good
You get
day.
nothing.
Easy, Willy Wonka.
Goff with the ball on his own 25-yard line. Going back, fakes the handoff. He's looking. He throws up the middle, and that is a catch. It was bobbled, but it is a catch. Williams for 22 yards, making 1st and 10 to the Detroit 47.
Mansfield wants to make a Super Bowl bet with you.
You're asking for trouble, Mansfield. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Whatever you're thinking, don't do it. Listen to your brother.
What is the bet? Because usually it's about people trying to take clothes off of me at this point.
Oh,
Or put sauces on you.
Yes.
It's either making me naked or
Or
covering,
covering me up in sauces while also naked.
16-yard run by Montgomery keeps the drive alive and 1st down.
I'm telling
that
you.
on the charger.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Maddie, OnlyFans, wave of the future.
Got to get that going with me and Suge. There's a market out there, I promise you.
Call myself Big Dick D.
Goff with the handoff. Back to Goff. One of those double plays. He's going for it. Is it a oh!
Right through the hands.
Double coverage, incomplete, and no flag on the play.
I could call myself the Triple F, the fixer fighter fucker. And that's all it is me fighting people, fixing things.
Now that sounds more like one of those shows they have on what's that network where they have Flip This House?
Oh, the fucking house.
HGTV.
Yeah. That sounds like something you could put on HGTV after dark.
Yeah, I think it's HGTV.
And it's just called.
We have a medical timeout as Thomas is injured on the play. Next Level Chef is very interesting because the concept is that it's literally a kitchen on top of a kitchen on top of a kitchen. There are 3 levels. One on the very bottom level.
It's starting to sound like Uncensored 96 all over again.
Yeah, I know. But on the bottom level is the most basic of kitchens you can think of with the most basic food ever. You're getting beef, but you're not getting the best kind of beef. And you still have to try to make an amazing dish. If you do well enough, then you go into the middle kitchen. The food is better. The quality is better. If you go to the top, you're working with Kobe beef and pheasants and filet mignons and quail and alligator and all these amazing foods where you can make the world's greatest dish, and then they eliminate one right after the other.
Ah.
So you get to the next level to be the next level chef, you see. And also you get this hot, I don't know how you can make kitchenware high tech, okay? If you've got a knife, they probably give you the dullest knife possible. What's so funny?
All right.
What am I missing here?
Scroll over and zoom in.
Do I want to know?
I'm gonna send some to you, stat boy.
Uh-oh. If you're sending me a severed head, I'm gonna dissuade myself here. I don't know if I want to see this. Let me grab my phone over here.
No, it's basically a map of 2 prior AFC championship games and the leanings of those in the United States.
That was the most convoluted way of saying that.
Really?
Notice Ohio.
Okay.
By leanings, I will assume you're referring to what me and Captain will be covering next November.
Yes, just playoff wise.
All right, we're back from the medical timeout. San Francisco was charged a timeout on that play. They did take an extra timeout.
November?
The leaning.
2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Goff with the ball. He finds nobody as he throws too far over his head to Gibbs. Gibbs needed to be taller. 3rd down. With the Lions on the 37-yard line, that'd probably be a 52-yarder to tie the game. So we need some yardage here.
You see, in a game like this, the team that scores the most points is going to win.
Oh, yeah, that's how it works in life. That was in an old Elizabeth Hurley movie. Goff with the ball, going for it. Does he get the first down? No. Forward progress stops 7 yards. That's going to put them on the 30-yard line. We're looking at maybe a 45-yard.
Are they seriously doing this again?
Well, from the 30-yard line, that would be a 48-yard attempt.
Oh, we
which
go
is
back
right around where they were last time when they didn't go for it.
4th and 3, though. They're staying on the field. They are going for it. This is now twice. Oh, my goodness. This is not a good idea. I don't like this. 4th and 3.
Oh, you think you don't like it? You should be with the guy who's sitting next to me.
Goff with the ball. He's being pressured. He's moving back. He throws. Incomplete as the ball falls short. Turnover on downs, and San Francisco takes over with 7:32 left to go. Go for the field goals, Coach Dan. What's wrong with you?
Detroit now deserves to lose this game.
Shut up, David.
He's not wrong.
Davey is not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Like, these are just bonehead plays.
He wasn't even anywhere near the ball. He had to move into the ball. He's moving sideways down to the ball.
It was Owen. I wasn't even there.
They potentially, they still have to make the field goals. But that's 6 points they left on the field in a game they trail by 3.
You can tell Matty's getting frustrated the more his hair looks like Sideshow Bob.
Dude, that's how I feel.
McCaffrey rushes up the middle for 7 yards on the first and 10 with 7:20 to go.
Did my part.
Zay Flowers was the only one that did his part of that game.
A field goal
he
will not put the game out of reach. A touchdown will.
Yeah, good. Fuck you guys.
San Francisco has had the ball 15 minutes out of the half. Detroit at 7.5, 218 yards for San Francisco with a second half game. Here we go. Purdy gets the snap on 2nd and 3. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, passes. We have a first down. Samuel gets across the 45-yard line for a first down as the clock
Did you give her dinner?
We're down to 6 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm not going to even want to watch the Super Bowl if this is a San Francisco. Well, I'll watch it anyway because I might have the day off. But 12 first downs in the second half alone, as opposed to 17 that were done. This has all been San Francisco's game in this half. Purdy getting ready to snap the ball on first down at the 45-yard line with a pitch. CMC goes nowhere, 2 yards as the clock runs down to 6 minutes left to go. Purdy's at 263, 19 of 30.
If San Francisco was smart here, they would run this to death.
Yes. Kill this clock.
Kill John Lennon.
Kill John Lennon.
Hey, I was a John Lennon fan. Come on now. Let's not go there with that. Please.
And Detroit has all 3 timeouts too. So if San Francisco's going to kill the clock, they might have to start using some of those
Purdy
timeouts.
To McCaffrey for 4 yards or so. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Hey, Brock Purdy, how's that UCL holding up?
As the clock runs down to 5 minutes and 10 seconds,
Oh.
Detroit needs a stop here.
You don't do that.
5 minutes left to go.
You don't really do
It
that.
wasn't through the air, so shush.
Purdy waiting for the snap. He gets it.
For my head.
There's no one open. He's running. He's scrambling. He's playing Thanos. He crosses the first down marker, and he gets 21 yards all by himself down to the Detroit 28-yard line. Purdy burst through the line. You give that kid a window, and he's going to go right through it and steal your gold.
And break your heart.
First down, San Francisco.
Whoa!
He did kind of get spiked.
Block it off.
4 minutes left to go in the game. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Bink.
Play clock did reach 0. CMC with the ball, and he gets more and more yardage. And he landed on his head, 25 yards to the Detroit 3. He's okay. He's getting up. He does look a little bit glassy-eyed with a little bit of a flinch. He landed right on his helmet, looked over to his right 2-3 times, protected the ball. Oh, the point of his helmet did hit the turf.
Well,
Son of a bitch!
I have a feeling I know what's coming up. Purdy hands it off, and he's in there for a touchdown.
I can't wait to watch both of Urinating Tree's videos tonight Because we've seen 2 historical collapses tonight.
Yes, we have seen 2 very historical collapses.
Detroit's collapse is just a story of utter incompetence in playmaking decisions.
Ours because you played the Chiefs.
Had they kicked those 2 field goals right now, they would only be down by 1.
No, Baltimore reverted to what Baltimore was early in the season. You guys couldn't catch the fucking ball unless it was Zay Flowers or Odell.
Odell really used.
And Detroit remembered, oh, yeah, we're supposed to let them back into this.
Yeah, shit, we're Detroit.
Kick is
It's
up.
what
and
we
good.
do.
That's a
It's who
10-point
we are.
game.
And I
34,
wanted so badly for. What was that handshake?
I don't know.
27 unanswered points by the San Francisco 49ers with 3:02 left to go. Oh, this is so frustrating.
This is heartbreaking. But at the same time, Baltimore beat Baltimore today. Detroit beating Detroit.
I had money on you, Detroit. God damn it.
7 plays, 70 yards. Mitchell with a 3-yard touchdown run.
You failed me, Detroit.
Lions fans in San Francisco are praying. Lions fans at Ford Field are selling their souls.
Rioting, yes.
Oh,
you sure
they
you
better.
want to
Come on now. They better not. No.
We will sacrifice anything, even Peppa Pig.
No, not Peppa Pig.
Yes, Peppa Pig.
We sacrificed everything to the pit.
Just look at
Peppa
that.
Pig.
I mean, that is collapse right in front of your very eyes.
We get a
Such an
touchback.
explosive first half.
The way the Lions are, how the Chiefs were, but they didn't have to score any points in the second half because they won.
They went from having diarrhea to being constipated.
Absolutely nobody on Detroit has had hands today.
27 unanswered points as Detroit tries to get something going. They really have to. They have to go Hail Mary on every play. Probably Goff with the ball.
They do have all
Throws to his right, incomplete as Amon-Ra St. Brown cannot make hands. He's at 17 of 31 for 196 yards.
Now, Detroit does still have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with. But they have to put points on the board.
They need it.
On
There's
this
no other
drive.
way. There it is a possibility. Goff with the ball, looking for someone, gets a catch open. Unfortunately, Laporta. Or no, excuse me, that was Gibbs. 4 yards. I apologize. 3rd and 6 coming up. Keep the drive alive. Goff with the pass. Coming up. That's Laporta for the first down. And can we get one more playoff before the 2-minute warning? $2:19 left to go as the clock keeps running. Can we get a playoff? We're in the playoffs, but can they get the playoff? Goff with the snap. He throws completion. Laporta gets another 13 yards. We are at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to go. San Francisco is at the Detroit, or at their own 49-yard line. Detroit's at the San Francisco 49-yard line, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive and get to their first Super Bowl. Otherwise, it is game over. And Conor McGregor has a movie coming out? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor.
Oh, no, you do
They're
not.
remaking
Are you
Roadhouse.
Yes.
serious?
No, it's Amazon Prime's adaptation of Roadhouse. It's a
I'm gonna
quote-unquote
say that.
Prime original.
Are you out of your damn mind? Come on, seriously? Are
I
you?
I in no way envision that being a good thing.
Nor do I. The original Roadhouse was awesome.
I want to watch it.
Oh, it was a great movie for its time. It hasn't aged well, but
It's aged decent.
Patrick Swayze, Terry Funk, Jeff Healey doing the music, like
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
Oh, with Sam Elliott, anything makes it better.
There's nothing he can't do.
Hi, Maggie. Oh, hi, Maggie.
Oh God.
Odell Beckham's dad.
Oh, no, not again. My son deserves better quarterback play. You cannot set him up for failure. This class is not on OBJ.
Who said it was on OBJ?
Apparently, OBJ's dad thinks people are saying it's his fault.
It's not though.
OBJ tried to catch anything thrown his way.
It was all of their faults because they kept fucking having flags.
Why would you throw a check down on a 3rd and 9?
Why so many fucking screens?
There was one thing that I did not like, and I might have stated this with the XFL, is they had the field side reporter interview somebody immediately after an interception or after a fumble. You just don't do that. That's where I had a problem with the XFL last season.
Just invite yourself in.
It's like, you just dropped the ball. How do you feel? I'm like, dude, are you kidding me right now? I just lost the game. You want me to ask? Get out of here.
Yeah, don't put a microphone in my face.
Exactly. All right. Goff in a 2-minute offense trying to get the game back on track. 1st and 10 coming up from the 49-yard line. He throws. We have a catch and a few more extra yards, 25 yards, thanks to Reynolds, as we get the hurry-up offense as the clock starts to run down. 25 yards, much needed, putting the ball on the San Francisco 24-yard line with a hurry-up offense. Goff with the ball again, passes to his right, another completion out of bounds, goes Laporta for another 8. We're at the 18-yard line. It is now 2nd down with 1:37 left to go. I feel like Pat McAfee right now. Whoa. 2nd and 2 coming up at 1:37 to go. Lions trying desperately to score, to get something going, to pull a miracle upset. Goff waiting for the snap. Rolls straight back, throws, completion to Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 10-yard line with 1:30 to go. Hurry up offense, not using the timeouts. 1:20 left to go. Clock management in play. Waiting for the snap. 1st and goal. Goff with the ball. Throws to his left. Makes the catch. And did he get? No, he did not get in. Tackled out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Berkser stepped out of bounds and did not cross the pylon. His foot is clearly out.
Josh, now I wish I would have made an OnlyFans bet for this game. I was very confident in the Lions tonight.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go. The dog is happy. Goff rolls to his right, looking for somebody that can open. Nobody's there. Nobody is there. That's going to bring up 3rd down with 1:05 left to go. This is desperation.
Oh my God.
Third and goal, 20 seconds left to go on the play clock. 34-24 in the huddle. 15 left to go on the play clock. The ball on the 1-yard line. If this isn't the longest yard, I don't know what is. Goff with 5 seconds left on the play clock. Passes. Montgomery does not get in. He loses 2, causing Detroit to call a timeout with 1 minute left to go.
So we got a 4th and goal on the San Francisco 3, 1 minute to go. They're down by 10.
Just
So they might as well kick the field goal here, and
short
if they don't
pass
get in,
to
the game's
Amon-Ra
over.
is all you guys need to do.
And pray that you can get this fucking onside.
You have no choice but to go for it. This is it. It is the playoff. If this was week 3, week 4, kick it. No problem. Week 2, week 3, let it go. Weeks 8, 9, 50-50. 15 and 16 and beyond, go for it. If you're trying to get into the playoffs, if you're trying to get into the Super Bowl, you go for it. Coming out of the huddle with 15 left on the play clock, this could be it for the Lions. 1 minute left to go. Goff with the ball. Looking, throws in the middle. We have a catch and a touchdown. There's still hope alive for the Lions.
56 seconds.
Makes a touchdown. His second of the game makes the score 34-30. You have to get this extra point. You have to go for the onside kick. There's no other way around this.
Come on, Detroit. You have a chance. There's 2 timeouts, but
not a lot of time. 56 seconds.
56 seconds left. You have to go for the onside kick. There is no way around it. Field extra point is up and good. It makes it 34-30. Detroit is not going down without a fight. The worst play in the world is the onside kick. You got to kick it 10 yards. You got to hope to get a lucky bounce, and you better jump on the grenade.
come on. Oh, they've got their good receivers that pass 10 yards.
We should play under XFL rules. Go 4th and 15 to get the ball back. Forget this onside kick stuff. We get 1 play. Convert it, you keep the ball.
I just called a timeout.
Before the fucking kickoff?
Yeah, they iced the kicker.
They iced the onside kicker?
They iced
I
the
haven't
onside
seen that
kicker.
yet. Remember, you're a play ahead of me.
I understand that, but I've never even seen that method employed.
Okay.
Come on.
But yes, I have confirmed that it is a timeout.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a good stat.
Well, here we go.
You got it. That's what I do. 1 play, 15 yards, keep the ball, especially in a situation like this. San Francisco did call a timeout to ice the kicker or whatever.
It went right to
0 for 3 this season on onside kicks. It has not been. Again, the onside kick is like the 1,000,000-to-1 betting 0-0 on a roulette table, going all in with a 2-7 offsuit, trying to hit the bullseye with a pea shooter. There's the kick. It goes the 10 yards. Oh, and he touched it. Detroit did actually touch the ball, and it goes right into the hands of the San Francisco 49er defender.
There's laundry.
We got laundry.
We got laundry.
We got laundry.
But for what?
There's deliberation.
There is a touch. That is a touch. He did touch the ball.
I think it was beyond. I think it was before the 10 yards. Yeah.
Coach Dan is
just before. Yep, illegal touching.
I
camera.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, the ball did not go 10 yards. Kittle touched the ball before that, or it's on Reynolds actually. Illegal kick as the players laugh, wave at the camera. Detroit does have 2 timeouts with 56 seconds on the clock.
Come on.
If there was more time on the clock, it could be a possibility. But you could probably get 2 quick tackles, but then that would only leave like 15 seconds possibly left after the 2 timeouts, depending on they're going to run the ball. Of course, they're not going to throw it. And this is more than likely going to end the season unless by some miracle, the George Halas Trophy presentation coming up in San Francisco to possibly the winning team. Here comes the play. It's probably going to be a run, which it is. There's the tackle. He's down. Call timeout. And they stop the clock with 49 seconds left. That's their second timeout.
2 young teams after this playoffs that have absolutely nothing to worry about. Green Bay and Houston. We can now add a third team to that list with Detroit. Other than play calling, this team has nothing to be ashamed of with this season.
Oh, the play calling was atrocious on those 4th down plays.
Hey, Broncos legend John Lynch.
Hey.
2nd and 8. One more quick play will do this. Purdy at 267. There's the play on the tackle, and he is down. Timeout is called, and with 47 seconds left, that is going to be the last timeout being used. And more than likely, that is going to be it, because they cannot stop the clock. A tackle, if they can get the tackle off within the next 7 seconds, that will force San Francisco to kick the ball, and then it'll be the miracle punt return.
Yeah, I was about to say, San Fran would have a second to get the ball. But realistically, 49ers could wait till the final second and then call victory formation.
Indeed.
So, yep, once again, your
There's
Super
the tackle.
Bowl.
And
Kansas
that will
City and San Francisco.
That will do it. That will do it. Well, no, it is 4th down, so yeah, they will. The play clock is 1 second ahead.
Yeah, it's 4th and 11 on the Detroit 45, 47 seconds to go.
They're not even gonna kick it. I think they have to, right? They have to kick it, right?
They could kneel it
Or go.
run the last second out.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Cap called it like weeks ago.
Flag, delay a game, push it back 5 seconds. San Francisco just takes a knee to end the game. That's kind of a cheap way to get out of it. But it is official.
It's a smart way to get out of it.
The San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs are your Super Bowl matchup for the 2023-2024 season as the teams come up and take the final knee. And that will do it. The Cinderella story ends for the Detroit Lions, 34-31.
The clock has struck midnight, and the coach is a pumpkin.
And Brock Purdy didn't look like dog shit, so.
Oh, Detroit.
All right, boys. Early prediction. It's in 2 weeks. Who do we got winning?
49ers.
Kansas City.
49ers.
We know. I want San Fran to win, but we know what's going to happen.
Stat boy.
I am going to go with San Francisco because I am over the Kansas City Tay story. I really am. And that's just being me right now in this moment. It's not that I want to see San Francisco win. I'm more than likely wanting to see Kansas City lose, probably, because, hey, maybe my tune will change in 2 weeks. Find out on Statboy Sports Bar Tuesdays at 6 o'clock. But oh my gosh, they show one fan crying in San Francisco. I gave them the chance. I really wanted to see this happen. They are now going to be the number 3 team in my power rankings because they scored more points than the Ravens did. Hey, it happens. It happens. Congratulations to the San Francisco 49ers. Bring a title to California again. Brock Purdy, of course, last year's big rookie, so he now gets to play in the Super Bowl. But he's got the tough
He gets
underdog.
a chance to finish his story.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's right there, off of that's the play right there, off of the helmet, off the shoulder, off the helmet, into the waiting arms of the San Francisco player right now. Wow, that play just is going to turn everything around. To all the fans in Detroit, please do not do anything stupid. Do not. No, I'm being serious about this because this I despise. I do not like it. I mean, I get it. Teams win, teams lose. I'm asking if anybody in Detroit is seeing this or going on social media. Please do not do anything stupid that is going to end you up in jail. It's not worth it.
Don't get arrested. Except
yes, do not get arrested. Do not set fires. Do not set cars on fire. This is not 8 Mile. Don't do it. That's all I ask.
Philadelphia fans looking at Detroit fans like, and they think that's a riot.
And the thing is, Detroit has nothing to be ashamed of, other than Dan Campbell's 4th down play calling.
Take the points. Just scroll it across your plate.
Season. There they are, right there on the official stat board. Team number 3. Team number 3 overall. Here's your matchup. Here it is, right there, folks. San Francisco and the Chiefs. One right next to the. San Francisco is the number 1 team. Kansas City is the number 2 team.
They're going to do it one more time.
But anyway, if we want to keep going for a little bit, I will at least close out the show and say congratulations to the San Francisco 49ers. This is it's a sad day in Detroit, but hey, that's NFL football, folks. So if we want to continue on, I will say
Detroit outside is. But I mean, Detroit out of some very questionable game calling on those 2 non-field goal attempts. They have a good team, a very good team. So stay the course. Like what they're doing is right. Like they're in that group with Houston, as teams to watch, right? So great season by them. It just didn't end well.
Well, Stat Boy, thank you so much for joining us over these last 2 games. It means a lot to us that you've joined us.
Yes, very much
I appreciate it. Again, who knows what the future is going to bring. I can now say I've done a play-by-play under my belt. Like I said, I'm open to do whatever. If you guys want me on as a simple podcast or whatever, I'm down to do it. Unfortunately, for the next couple of days this week, got to go back to work. Now that the Rumble is over and now that the playoffs are over, I can go back into work mode for a little bit and make a little money. Got to do that.
At least the next 2 weeks.
In the next couple of weeks anyway. As far as the Super Bowl goes right now, I do have plans to watch the Super Bowl. I really don't know if I have plans to do any watch-alongs or anything like that, but that will close the book on the NFL season for the sports bar, and then we will just focus on hockey and everything else. So as far as the commentary goes for the show, again, let me thank you and the RAWBall audience and the RAWBall.
Oh, you should join us for the Super Bowl. It'll be our 1-year anniversary of doing
the RAWBall podcast.
Yeah, we started
podcast. But for now, congratulations off at this point. I don't care either way. I'm good.
All right, Davey, plug us for wrestling the next week or so.
Well, tomorrow is Monday Night Raw, as always. Tuesday night is NXT. Royal Rumble Fallout will be on one of those. Wednesday, another jam-packed episode of AEW Dynamite. We got Swerve Strickland going up against Toa Leone, Sting going for the tag team titles. Thursday, Ring of Honor, TNA. Do not miss either one of those, especially TNA. They've been killing it since they've been back. Saturday, SmackDown and Rampage, and then back to Collision. So another jam-packed week on this continent. Also, don't forget to be checking out New Japan Pro Wrestling. Things are beginning to heat up there, as well as Stardom. So little rundown of everything we cover wrestling-wise on the RAWBall. Those are all done daily. So if you need updates or thoughts or insights, we are your spot. And Tuesday, the RAWBall recap.
It might be Davey and Cap on Tuesday, as Devin and I will be driving cross-country home. But they can definitely carry the RAWBall podcast on Tuesday, especially talking about the week that was.
Wait, you're going to
be the two-man electrical band.
All along, you get out of having to do the Tuesday show this week and relive Kansas City's victory.
Why would I want to relive their victory? But
I know your game, your rogue.
On terms of everything else, yes, RAWBall on Tuesday, Greg Cherry Show on Wednesday, where you'll see my pretty face back in Colorado. Thursday, Crew Day. Friday, I don't think I'm doing anything. Saturday, I don't know if I'm doing anything. I might pop up on open mic night.
Please do.
This coming weekend will be the first weekend where we have not had a football game or a PLE to cover since August.
That's fucking insane. Holy shit, we get to relax for one weekend.
Relax? What's that?
Exactly.
The conference champion shirt is saying that Brock Purdy and the 49ers are all in. Brock Purdy, hey, saying that. Let me throw out my shields again. Tuesday at 6 p.m. on the Casa D18 Studios and the Jeff Meacham Multiverse of Media is Statboy Sports Bar. My partner in crime, Dory Lou, more than likely will be in the sports bar with me. I do believe she picked up a shift, but I'm pretty certain she will be there with me to cover all the news in sports, golf, tennis, NASCAR preview coming up, women's hockey, NHL, NBA, and of course, the conference championships for NFL with maybe a light touch on wrestling. Other than that, I've got nothing else planned other than I'm going to work this week, so got to get back into work mode. Next week, of course, is the Pro Bowl. That's probably a good time to just take a good break and not worry about football and catch up. Thank you again, guys. I had a great time doing your play-by-play. Again, never say never. Who knows where I'm going to turn up next. I'm glad I'm open to anything. And I will see you definitely on Tuesday in the sports bar. Please, please, please come on and keep an idea, keep an eye on the horizon as you learn all about what we do on Tuesdays.
Hell yeah. And this is my time to shine. This is where I remind you all to stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, don't get arrested, Don't get pulled over in the state of Kansas.
Don't sign NDAs.
And I feel like we got a new thing. Devin, I feel like you should get us to, off the show.
What?
Tell them to.
Brandon! Cut the camera.
You're welcome.
Stat boy out. Good night, everybody.
Night, Mike.
Love y'all.